Välkomna till dagens avsnitt av Bakom fysiken podcast. Podcasten där vi intervjuar olika fitness- och bodybuilding-atleter, men även atleter inom andra sporter. Om ni vill stötta det vi gör med denna podcasten så gå jättegärna in och handla på tillskottsbutiken.se. Använd gärna koden AV15 eller Simon15. Denna podcasten sponsras även utav Sundkraft Gym. Välkomna till dagens avsnitt.
Carl, or is it Carlos?
Yeah, so my birth name is Carl, but
It's Carl. Yeah.
I when I was younger, I was called like Little Carlos, or my mum and dad
Oh,
called
yeah?
me Carlos. Um, and then I found as I met people from different regions, it seems easier for people to say Carlos than Carl for some
Yeah?
reason.
Hmm.
So it kind of just stuck in
Okay.
the last couple
Oh,
of years.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, man, how are you?
Yeah.
2 weeks out? Zach just
I'm
told me
good.
2 weeks out.
No, I'm 5 weeks out now.
5 weeks out. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
so as well. When it said 2 weeks, I said no. I just read on Instagram the
Yeah,
other day you
I
read
thought
five
it
weeks.
sounded weird because,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, 5 weeks
Uh,
out from the British Grand Prix,
Yeah.
and then I'm looking to do Prague,
Yeah.
which is in 6 weeks, and I'm super excited for that because I've seen Keon's
Yeah.
jumping in.
Yeah.
So,
It's fucking
uh,
awesome, man.
yeah, right. I'm very much about because being a new pro,
Mm.
and I know where I am in my journey. I'm very much about. I know I don't have a winning physique, so why not just stand on stage with the guys and enjoy it and experience it?
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah.
And to be able to stand on stage and see Keon
Yeah.
in a full
Fuck
form
me.
is
That's
pretty cool.
crazy. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That was kind of my because my Texas I done Texas Pro last year for the first show for my first pro
Hmm.
show,
Hmm.
and to stand on stage and see Andrew Jack was pretty special.
Yeah, must have been nuts.
So
Must have been
yeah.
nuts.
So
Is
what?
yes. Sorry.
So we haven't us guys haven't met before, have we? So
Oh well, I you actually handed me the fifth place medal in May in NPC in Sweden a couple of
sorry,
months ago.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
sorry.
course, obviously,
Yeah,
guys, we meet a lot of people, so it's you
yeah.
see a lot of bald guys in this sport as well. So it's that
Yeah.
would be weird if you
I'm
remember me.
holding on. I'm holding on.
Still holding on to dear life, holding on to dear life.
Yeah.
No. So, but that's about the minute
Yeah,
that I
right.
met you and spoke
Yeah,
with you.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
Oh,
So no,
cool.
I haven't met you otherwise.
What's your plan? Are you gonna do the spring show? Yeah, early next year, or are you competing again?
I think yeah, I'm competing again, but I think I'm gonna do the September, so in a year next time,
Oh,
because
okay. You give yourself a
yes,
full, yeah,
yes, because we were aiming for lightweight bodybuilding, light
yeah,
heavyweight, but then I just kind of grew a lot during the diet, so we weren't
yeah,
able to make to minus to 90 kilos.
yeah, right, yeah.
So I was just like, okay, well, I wanted to do heavyweight bodybuilding anyway, so I kind of just switched up, and I got my ass handed to me, and I was like, okay, let's take a year to grow into to the category and just
Nice.
just have fun with it. Yep.
Yeah, right. That's it. That's the key. Have
Yeah,
fun with
Yeah.
it.
having
I
fun with
feel,
it.
I feel
Yeah.
there's a big, a lot of people put their thoughts and feelings on a placing
Yeah,
and their self-worth on a placing.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think we've all done it, and I think it's important to enjoy the process of it
yeah.
because that's why we got into it,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
and for you
Yeah.
yourself in the journey of okay, I've got a year to grow. Let's enjoy that,
Yeah,
and let's enjoy my new physique when I go into the stage. So yeah,
exactly. Just like you were telling us before, like you're going on stage with Keon Pearson. Like we're not
yeah.
gonna like beat around the bush and say, "Oh, I'm gonna win." It's not
No,
gonna happen.
I'm
But you're
not.
going in with the
Yeah,
mindset that you're gonna have a fucking great time and you're gonna
right.
stand with one of the best athletes in the world and
Yeah,
at the present time. So yeah, I think that's the
I
winning
think I
mindset.
have a. I'm not too sure. Maybe I'm just speaking out of turn, but I think I have a slightly different outlook on some of the competitive side of stuff than other people because some people feel like they need to have the mindset of I'm gonna fucking kill everyone, I'm gonna fucking take on the
Yeah,
world. And that's
yeah.
not my kind of personality anyway.
Okay.
Um, don't get me wrong, I want to do well and I have
Of course,
expectations for myself, but
obviously.
Yeah.
I'm very grounded and realistic at where I am in my journey. And I'm
Yeah.
not going to sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to stand toe to toe with Keon, like
No.
who's probably pound for pound the best bodybuilder in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Agree with you there.
I'll be
Yeah.
speaking about Prague. I'll be fortunate enough to even make second call out, I think. Maybe I'm talking down on myself too much, but
Yeah,
it's
I
going to be
think
a
that's a
deep
bit harsh.
lineup. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a deep lineup, but you're also a
Yeah.
great bodybuilder. You also made great progress this
Yeah.
last year since you competed last
Appreciate
time. So I mean, it's I don't see why you should be that harsh on yourself.
it.
No, for sure.
I'm probably too bad at I need it to happen for me to believe it, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
I
definitely.
I
Yeah.
I need it to, like, for instance, going way back in 2023 when I won an overall in a regional, that's when I was like, okay,
Yeah,
maybe I could turn pro.
yeah.
Maybe that kind of give me the
Yeah.
confidence to go into the pro
Mm,
qualifier.
mm.
So I'm a bit more like that. So I think fast forward in my journey, maybe in 2 years, hopefully I'll have a physique that can potentially walk away in the first call out or with a win.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure,
Carlos,
definitely.
what's your stage weight?
Uh, my last stage weight at
Los.
Texas Pro, I was
Yeah.
97
Yeah.
kilo.
Damn.
Yeah, light.
That's
I should
And
crazy.
have.
how tall
I
are
should.
you?
I'm 5'7".
5'7". So about 5'7". I'm terrible with the feet
That's
to
170.
Yeah.
That's
Dude.
171, I think, something like that.
71. Okay,
Yeah,
71, 72.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Simon and I are like, what you're 190, Simon?
oh wow. So you're
No,
talking.
I'm 184, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm 190. So I'm what you call that bird? Stork.
yeah, that's
What's it
tall.
called in English,
Yeah.
Simon?
I don't know actually, but yeah, you're tall. You're
No,
definitely
I think
you're
that's
I'm
definitely
Scott
tall
tall,
as
my
man.
fuck.
language. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
my obviously I competed in Texas Pro against the big boys. I signed
Yeah.
up for the Open and I should have done 212. And if I did do 212, me and Ben Chow, my coach, Scott like Chow,
Mm,
um, we were getting close and we were like, damn, we should have done 212. I probably would have potentially got first call out in 212.
mm,
But but
yes.
the choice was made by me to stand in
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah.
And we went with it, and I'm glad I done it because I had a hell of an experience, and I
Yeah.
still walked away just outside top 10 at 97 kilo,
Mm,
96 kilo, 97
Yeah.
kilo in a class of like 20 guys in the open
yeah.
competition. So, and some people had me in the top 10, which would have been cool because I would have posed in the crowd.
Yeah. That would have been awesome.
Um,
You
so
still have a lot of gains, so
yeah, I could have like, yeah. So now, fast forward in a year later, in my 5 month off season, I'm now sitting at 5 weeks out at 105 kilo.
oh damn.
Yeah. So
That's a big
Yeah.
jump.
I've put on a bit of tissue, which is I thought I had a bad off season to be honest, but then I
Don't
look
you
back
always
at
think
it.
so?
Yeah, right.
Don't you always feel like that way? Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I go back over
Yeah.
it and I think, damn, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember there was a block
Yeah.
where I went to destination in Texas,
Mm.
and then I was in Sweden, and I remember that block that I just was. I mean, I was inclining 180 kilos on my own.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah,
the video in Sweden
yeah,
in the NPC gym in Sweden
yeah.
where you were when you were training with I think we were training with Brett.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and I
yeah,
saw that video just a couple of weeks. It popped up on my feed,
yeah.
and yeah, actually, it looks like insane when you have that much weight on the bar and you're just
I mean,
repping that
them
shit.
big plates make it look more impressive, I think.
Yeah.
Most
Um,
definitely. Oh, but seriously, it's. I think that your. I saw you. I was just looking at your before we got on. I was just looking at your latest update pictures, and your side chest, man.
Yeah.
That shit, that pose really took off. Or is that just me?
yeah, yeah. I think the side chest, pr- yeah, probably shows all my best attributes.
Mm,
The shoulder, the arm, the
Yeah.
hamstring drop. It's
yeah,
probably
your arms.
one of my strongest shots, if not
Yeah.
my
The
strongest
hamstring.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy
Um,
hamstring drop.
the one I'm actually happy with that's come up the most is the front lat spread. I've got some little lats from the front now, finally.
Nice. Nice.
It's just when I turn to the it's just when I turn to the rear, I need that more the thickness and the width. I'm actually quite similar to actually Brett's kind of bone structure width wise. We're not
Yeah.
very naturally wide people.
No.
Someone like Zach is very wide frame, isn't
Yeah.
he?
His clavicles are
Um,
pretty wide.
Yeah.
yeah, so that's just something I'm going to continue. It's just a body part that can take continuous work for the career. So
But you can
uh,
see that in Brett now
Yeah.
as well, because he's made like tremendous progress as well. But
yeah,
it's still like when he hits that pose, you
it's
can
not
just see
quite.
the exactly it
Yeah,
doesn't quite pop the way you wish it would, but still it's crazy to think like I'm sitting here like I've done one show.
yeah.
I'm sitting here like critiquing someone like,
No,
but
no, but
no, we're
it's
not critiquing, we're
we're not
discussing.
Chris. Yeah, I
It's
have that
just funny.
conversation sometimes with people, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's a discussion.
you
Yeah,
find yourself like you have sometimes I preference like I'm just critiquing a body part or
yeah,
the physique. It's not personal to that
no,
person, you know. So I totally
exactly.
get it. Yeah.
No, I mean I love Brett. He on Thursday night pre-show, I actually got a stomach flu. I ate something bad, so I wasn't able to carb up or pump up at all for the show on Saturday.
Oh wow.
And yeah, when and just before it happened, Brett he came up to me. He was like, "You're looking a little pale, man. How are you doing?" Like I said, "I don't know. I'm feeling like shit." And I went up to the room and I got crazy sick. And then Sunday morning, I was pretty bummed out about the placing and the way I couldn't carb up, blah blah blah. And he came up to me. He's like, "How you doing?" It's like, sorry. It's like, yeah, how you doing? I bet you're frightened. You look like shit. So that was pretty cool. Like to have somebody
Yeah.
like he meets 1,000
Yeah.
people, and
You remembered
to have
you.
him ask, he's a great person. Yeah,
Now
yeah.
you make me look bad. I can't remember
Mm.
putting a medal around you.
We put the medal around five other people as well. So he's like fifth place.
Um,
Okay, we're gonna forget about him.
to be honest, I probably felt like just get me off this stage.
Yeah, you and me both. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's cool to hear, man. Yeah. So you coming to Sweden on Friday, Thursday?
so I fly Thursday afternoon from the UK,
Yeah.
and I land sort of early evening Thursday.
Mm,
Um, I just wanted to come that evening earlier, so it made it easier for Friday because I'll
mm.
be at the meetup and
Okay.
doing all that.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the meet and greet talk as well. I'm not too sure, but
Yeah, probably.
and then I'll probably be at the athlete registration. So
They're with Gasp, right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you'll be at the
yeah,
start. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Stark. Yeah, I've. It's funny actually. It's come full circle. It's a bit crazy for me because I actually going back to again to 2023. Um, Not to go into it too much, but I had a bit of a it was a bit of a hard year that start of that year. Long relationship ended. Dad and granddad cancer, all this stuff going on,
Oh shit.
and
Yeah.
I was on prep, and I was like 3 weeks out from a show, and the Gas and Better Body show was on in April, spring,
Mm,
and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was like, I think I'm just going to book a flight and go and just be there and just
yeah.
experience it because I competed in the 2022 show as a heavyweight bodybuilder, and I placed ninth
Huh.
on that exact stage that you stood on. And
Okay.
in the following year is when I turned pro.
Mm, that's
Um,
cool.
yeah, right.
Oh, that's
That's
sick.
another
That's
story. Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I booked this flight and I turned up in 2023 to Stark Gym on the Friday. I was on my own. I knew a couple people because I met some of the people from last year, and
Right.
I was sort of like knew Antonia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, and I just sort of just spent the weekend at the show, meeting the team and meeting MJ, and that was the first time that I met Antonia in the hotel. We crossed paths in the hotel lobby.
Mm,
As soon as we met each other, it was like a click,
nice.
and
Nice.
our relationship grew
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
And that's where I met MJ as well, and then I got signed to the team just from
Oh
putting
yeah.
myself in that scenario and meeting everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, MJ's cool
Yeah.
about that. I heard like similar stories about
right.
athletes that got signed as well because they just happened to be in the right place at the right moment
Yeah,
and the right kind
he
of physique and environment. So
well, he's very big on, you know, you make the effort, and if you want to, he's one of his things he says is take the seat at the table, and
yeah.
I can to testify that because I very much have looked to take the seat at that table, and I've made to put myself in situations, and they do help you if you look to take your seat at the table.
Yeah,
He's very big on if you show him effort, he'll give you effort back.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I've been told so.
yeah, and he's got a good heart, and he's very big on trying to elevate you as a person. And I know he can get philosophical, but if you can
Yeah,
understand his
he does.
philosophy, you get what he's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. No, he started to go into that kind of conversation with me like
Yeah,
Thursday night before I got sick, and I ran
yeah,
into him and Branch Warren. I just had to shake both of their hands and say
yeah.
hello and thank you for the competition, everything they do for the sport of bodybuilding in Sweden. And he
Mm,
started going off like that the way he does,
mm.
and my brain was just all mushy
Yeah, that's
because
probably
of
not the best time for you.
no,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was just standing, my eyes were just crossing, and my
Especially when
girlfriend
you've
was
been
just
unwell. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But
she didn't understand anything.
no, he's a good guy, and gas and better bodies are very close to my heart because I represented the brand way before I was part of, I'm sure like many others, I was wearing the t-shirts, and in fact my own dad was wearing the clothing before I even wore the clothing. So
Yeah, yeah,
he's the one that actually got me into like sort of bodybuilding and the clothing and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And I feel very fortunate to be part of the team and to be
No
able
shit.
to do what I do now and travel and this, that, and the other. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So how you like in Sweden?
I like Sweden.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I like Sweden.
Mm.
It was an adjustment at first before I knew Swedes because
Yes.
Yeah.
you're quite dry and if you don't know a Swede, they're quite don't show too much expression.
Yeah.
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 Especially us British, we're very like um
Yeah.
but like I say, I enjoy I'm obviously, as you know, I'm with Antonio, so I spend a lot of time in Sweden when I can. Um and I've got friends there now, which is nice, and obviously Zach and stuff. So
Yeah.
I like Sweden. It's a
Yeah.
nice place. I
But
feel
you only been to Stockholm.
yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Yeah. I know there's plenty other
Yeah.
nice parts.
Yeah. Whereas you're
Yeah.
not from
Because
Stockholm. Sorry, go ahead, Andreas.
yeah, but because from the part where me and Simon are from, it's like it's quite opposite from Stockholm, I think.
Ah, yeah.
The mentality.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
It's very different. It's like it's night and day. So
Yeah.
we're from the all the way to the south. We're like 20 minutes. I'm 20 minutes away from Denmark where I live in Sweden.
Oh, you're that close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
because Antonio's from Malmo?
Yeah,
Malmo.
I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
from Malmo as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah.
live there as well. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
I'm yet to be there. Yeah. So
oh yeah, I haven't been to her hometown. Oh
nah,
God.
I know, right? Been together
Yeah.
like been together nearly 3 years, and I think she's trying to keep me away from there. She's got ex-boyfriends I'm not allowed to see.
Keeping it close to Stockholm. No, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Stockholm is a beautiful town. It is, but it's like the Swedes of Stockholm are. It's quite different from the rest
I
of
can
Sweden.
imagine it's probably like the
Not to say
UK.
that it's worse or it's better.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It's
no.
just one way
It,
or the
it's
other.
it's probably like the UK. Like for a big city like London, I'm about 1 hour 30 from London, maybe 2 hours. And obviously the way they are a little bit different to where I am in the southeast.
Yeah,
So I get it, I get it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, or like in the
Yeah.
country or whatever else. So yeah, we call it out in the sticks.
yeah. Sorry, you call it what?
Out in the sticks.
Out in the sticks.
Out
Like
in
in
the
the woods
sticks.
in the country, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh shit, that's
But
nice.
do you
You're
know a
that's
bit
not,
of Swedish?
Um, can we swear?
yes, of course.
Fitta?
Yeah.
Obviously, he knows that word.
Yeah, that's good.
What else is I know I always go humadu
Yeah, are
and
you?
blah.
Yeah.
Uh, very basic stuff. I was doing the little Duolingo app at
Yeah.
one point,
Yeah.
and I was doing like
Yeah.
it was taking me for how to order food like vat and broad, vin and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I got bored of it because I was like, I want to get to like the better stuff. But
Yeah.
I
The
I,
hard
I must
stuff.
I must
Yeah.
admit I haven't because I had to come out of Sweden for 3 months because I was close to using my 90 days because
Oh,
obviously UK is not in the EU no more.
no, it's
So
Brexit.
we
Yeah.
have a maximum of 90 days. Anyway,
Ah,
I got to the border and they were like, "You've got one more week left," and I was like, "Ah, damn, I need to stay out because
Yeah.
obviously, I want to come back."
Yeah.
But when I spend say I spend 4 weeks there, I, I, it's not that I can speak the language, but sometimes when say Zach and Antonia or Amanda or anyone, I can kind of start to get the gist of what they're talking about.
Yeah.
yeah.
So when I'm back here now for 3 months, I probably feel a little bit lost, but I can kind of integrate a little bit. I can't sit here and say I understand exactly what you're saying,
No,
but
no, no. But
there'll be
No.
some things, yeah.
no, but
Which
I
is
get it. It's
which is
it's pretty similar. The
yeah. I mean,
English and the
Swedish isn't. Some of your words are so like far away from what
yeah.
the English word is, and
Yeah.
sometimes Antonio will say like a saying, and I'm like that doesn't mean anything to me. Like a Swedish like typical saying. I think she said something about shrimp or I can't think of the saying now, but yeah,
Oh,
there's certain stuff when
or
I'm
maybe
like
she
that.
made it up herself. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
No, it's cool.
But yeah, I only know like I say, there's the odd word or swear word,
Yeah,
the typical rubbish.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you guys learn English
Do
from
you
a young.
have plans to move to Sweden?
Ah, that's
Sorry, Carlos, what did you say?
I just said you guys learn English from a young age, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of my father. He used to live in the States for a couple of years, and
Ah,
then he lived some places else abroad and whatnot. So he had
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
friends speaking only English when I grew up. So I remember one of his friends. He was married to a Russian lady,
All
and
right.
she only spoke English. And I when I was like 8 years old, I had a big crush on this woman. She's so fucking beautiful. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so I remember I wanted to speak to her all the time. I don't remember it, but my father used to tell me, he said, that's where you learned English so early on because he wanted to speak to this Russian redhead.
That's a good way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
nice. I think we all have that young crush.
Yeah.
I remember having
Yeah.
a crush on a teacher,
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
on
too.
my English teacher. Yeah, it's always the start of around that young age. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
But no,
She's
I mean, for me to move to Sweden is quite a lot. It's quite a lot involved. I have looked into it,
Yeah.
but if I'm honest, bodybuilding in Sweden, as you know, is what it
no,
is.
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah.
And in the UK, it's a bit better for what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this and for me also, I mean, I left my job 15 months ago. No, it must be nearly 2 years ago now. So there's also proof of like self-employment earnings and stuff that you have to show for so many years before you can
Yeah.
move to the country. The Me and Antonio always joke was like maybe we should just get married on the quiet no,
On the
like
donkey.
don't
Yeah.
let anyone know and then I can
Yeah.
just move.
Yeah.
But that's
Definitely.
not happening, so no
No.
one.
And even if it would happen, we wouldn't know about it. Keep it
No,
quiet.
right, true.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I just, like I say, like when I spend time in Sweden, I know I've only been to Stockholm, but I do enjoy myself, and it does feel like a second home for me, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Nice. It's
I'm
nice.
very I have a
Yeah.
when I'm there, I have a routine. I train at Delta or I train at NPC. So I've got two gyms that I like to train at. I even got to a point now where I go into the fruit store, shopping store and food store, and I know exactly where the food is, and I know
Oh yeah.
what says what I need. So yeah, it's more comfortable for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah,
I
right.
like the NPC gym. It's a great gym. I've been there a couple of times. We used to live in Spain, me and my girlfriend, and then we moved
Ah,
back to her hometown, and it was
mhm.
only 2 hours away from Stockholm. So we've
Yeah,
been there a couple of times as well, and trained at the NPC, and
yeah, I like
yeah,
it.
it's
It's
nice. It's a nice gym.
it's very bodybuilder friendly for what we need, and they
It
provide
is.
kit that is just it's probably the best gym that I've been to in
Yeah,
Stockholm.
yeah, yeah. It
Um,
is. It's
Yeah.
definitely
And obviously, I obviously get it's fun when I train with Zach because he's very similar to how I like to train, and we can push each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Christian that owns NPC is a lovely guy. He's very always been
yes,
very kind to me
yes,
and you know showed me with open I can't think of what I was saying. Showed me with open arms. He's let me in with open arms and
yeah,
Yeah.
the gym and stuff, which I'm very thankful for. So
yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a great place to be. It is. That's the sad part about Sweden, like you said before. Obviously, for a couple of reasons, it's way better in like the UK or
yeah,
Spain or
yeah,
America and whatever. But
yeah,
then it's like so contrary with the gyms because the gyms are there's a lot of fantastic gyms in Sweden. There really is.
Yeah.
Food is super good. It's super healthy and fresh
food,
and yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's the quality
Food
of
is
it and
so I like UK is very clean as well, right? With food, we got a
yeah,
lot of laws on certain amount of sugar, certain amount
yeah,
of stuff. But Sweden's just that extra percent of more health.
yeah,
And I notice even when I bite into the chicken, it just seems that little bit better. And
yeah,
now, when I
Yeah.
go to America, oh my, sorry to
yeah,
anyone that's American, but the
yeah.
food
It's
is
bad.
so bad.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
Yeah.
so bad. I
Oh
remember biting an apple, and I was like, "This is not, this is not an apple. This is not real."
yeah.
Um, it's just, and then obviously, if you want to get the real good food, like you have to pay a high price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like here or Sweden. Yeah, I enjoy Swedish food too. So um, I did. I've yet to try their smelly fit. Was it?
Oh, the smelly one. It's the
Yeah.
Just
what's
no.
called in English?
Surströmming.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I've
Yeah.
smelt it, but I haven't eaten
Me neither, man.
It's
it.
Me neither.
it's
Yeah,
fucking it's fucking horrendous.
yeah.
We
It's
should do a podcast on that.
It's so bad.
oh shit. I have a weak stomach as well. I have my stomach is terribly weak. I can't. I couldn't
Yeah.
do it. I've smelled it dozens of times. I had like older relatives and stuff like the hardcore old relatives that just won't die. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I've had them eat them. I have them eat them like on
Yeah.
sandwiches and stuff.
It's
And
yeah, right, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
it's a thing, right? Like, I don't know if we call them crackers. I don't know. Do you call them
yeah,
crackers? Right?
yes,
And they
yes,
have them with like the crackers or bread, and yeah,
yeah.
it's like a thing.
It's like
Yeah.
it's called in Sweden tunnbröd.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
like thin bread if you just translate it directly.
Okay. Yeah.
But then
Gotcha.
it's also like
Yeah,
cracker-ish.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I know which one you mean. No, I wouldn't put that thing anywhere near my mouth. No, thank you. I
It was
saw.
funny. I've gone. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I saw one of the guys it was an old video of the Gasp team when they were in Sweden, and I don't remember if it was Branch
Yeah.
who it was. It was Keon who tried
Yeah.
it and didn't move. It didn't flinch.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And Martin was being sick into the water. Yeah.
Martin couldn't handle it. No, he
So
couldn't.
that was that was the year that I competed and met everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
pretty cool. But then when going back to the year that I come after, and I just met Antonia.
Yeah.
Feel like I'm bringing her up a lot in this podcast. I need to.
Mm.
She's getting too much
It
credit.
isn't her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's okay.
they brought the fish. We had the gas and bet, but there was a meet up at Martin's house, and we had a barbecue, and then they brought the fish out, and they said, right, anyone new on the team has to eat the fish. That's
Oh,
like the initiation. So it was
yeah.
James. I
Oh.
think Alex Smalls was there at the time. I can't remember who else, and it was meant to be me.
Yeah.
And so I just met Antonia, right, like that weekend,
Yeah.
and she looked over to me and she was like this.
Fuck it.
And I was
Fuck
like,
it.
and then everyone was they opened up the can and it really smelt. And then she kind of come over to me after, which was funny. And she was like, I definitely wouldn't be kissing you if you was
No.
gonna eat that fish. I
It's
was like,
disgusting.
no problem. So yeah, it's funny because they opened the fish in Martin's Martin's conservatory, like in the like do you call it conservatory?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like
Like
the
a
glass,
cabinet, big
yeah.
yeah.
And the whole room just filled up with that.
It's
Scent.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was a good trip, man. That was a really good trip.
Awesome to hear
Yeah.
that. It's nice.
I
So
look forward to coming back on
how often
Thursday.
do you go to the States, and which matter for competition or just for fun or to be with the gas
No,
team
so
or
actually the first time I went to the States was only the other year, and it was just to be at the Olympia with gas and bet bodies, and then
oh
I've been at
awesome.
Destination, and then also Ben Chow lives in Texas as well.
Oh, that's fun.
So it kind of like all worked out that I could be at Destination, see Ben, and then it was really cool moment last year. I finally got to meet Hunter last
Nice.
year. Me,
Yeah.
Ben, and Hunter were hanging around, and we kind of enjoyed our synergy so much that they got me back out there to do an Olympia camp with
Oh
Hunter and Ben at Ben's house. So we trained for like 2 weeks at Ben's house, just pure
man.
bodybuilding with
Fuck.
Hunter, posing, training.
Oh
And I will say, man, Hunter in person posing is a different
Yeah.
in
different
just to
animal, huh?
actually see the muscle and the size. It's just
Yeah.
like it's well, there's a reason he's top, top five, six in the world.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was really cool, and
Yeah.
it was a cool time to connect with Hunter and build that relationship with him. And I actually spoke to him the other day, and I'm going back out in November, so
Oh
hopefully we'll
cool.
be able to catch up and because he's
Nice.
had his shoulder surgery, so he's doing a lot better now, and he's back into training, which is cool to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I've only been out there four odd times in the last couple of years now.
Yeah.
So, oh, excuse me. I really, I'm looking to, if I'm honest, I'm looking to try and get out there for a couple months next year
Yeah.
to run a bit of an off season and be in that environment at destination
Yeah.
Yeah. I
because
think that's smart.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to push. This is what I mean about taking a seat at the table. I'm trying to push MJ to, get me over there, or at least like allow me the opportunity.
Yeah.
Um, because I think right now that destination is becoming a bit of a hub for certain bodybuilders.
Mm.
Jordan's leveled up. You know,
Yeah.
uh,
Jesus.
you've got Colossal Ken there, who's a big guy.
Yep.
You got people coming in and out that are great, and I feel like I'm at a point where I could feed off that, and that could push me.
Yeah.
Because you know how it is, like you're
Yeah.
like you're in your gym at home. I used to train. I train at the same gym. Well, Samson Dowder used to train at the gym I train at. So
Yeah.
I, again, I'm fortunate enough. I've known Samson we're all from the same town, so I've known Samson for the last 10 years. But to see him walk and Mr. Olympia walk in the gym, give you fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and no,
Of
I
course.
I
Definitely
love
so.
I love my gym and the kit and the owner. That we're now about to have a back room, a leg room, a chest and delts room. It's going to be amazing. But I mean this, and like I'm not big headed at all. And anyone knows me that knows that I'm not. I'm feeling like I'm outgrowing the environment of the gym, and I need to be
Yeah.
looking at someone else to chase,
Yep.
not myself,
Yeah.
not just myself, right?
Oh, I get it.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking to put myself in an environment where it helps me level up, or I can put myself in an environment, learn from it, learn to become a better person, learn to become a better athlete, learn business, and then maybe bring it back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I am at, and even with my living arrangement, I'm even like looking at like, do I move more up north in England and be around other athletes, pros, or do I need that? I don't know. I'm kind of in this questioning mode for
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Uh, but where I'm set up here right now, things are very smooth. Like I say, I have the gym that's very good. I have my massage therapist, which is 2 minutes from the gym.
Yeah.
Everything's very set up right now, which is why I think my prep is probably going
Smooth.
knock on wood. It's quite smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smoothie. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. But as I say, the gym that I train at, a factory gym in Whittam, Essex, I do love it. The gym owner he's amazing. I send him kit all the time, all the time, and he's like, okay, let's get that. He literally the other day we had about 6, 7 bits of new kit arrive. The
Nice.
Prime Arsenal, we got Cybex, we're getting like Mega Mass rows, we're getting all
Oh
sorts of
shit.
stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
it's exciting. And that
But to go
kind of
back on the, sorry, finish
sorry,
your
go on.
sentence.
No, no, no. So
No, I was gonna say, going back to what we started the conversation with the experience, like
yeah,
the thing, like you're living this now. Like when you're
yeah,
explaining all these things to me, like you're going down to destination, you're training there, you feel like you all grow in your environment. Like that's the dream. Like
yeah,
that's for
right.
me when,
Yeah.
like when you're
Yeah,
telling me
right.
that, like me and my girlfriend, we moved down south to Sweden
Yeah.
because there's a guy in Sweden. He's the biggest bodybuilder in Sweden right now, and he's also a close friend of mine. And he's like, you should move down here, we should train together. So what we
Okay.
did, like in a
Yeah,
matter of
wow. Yeah,
months, and
yeah,
it's been
Yeah.
taking me to another level. And we've been
Yeah.
discussing that for a year, me and him, like how cool will that be? Because he's like another different level as me. He's 3 times
yeah.
my size. So we're like, when he turns pro, and he's also with Gasp and Better Buddies, and we're like, yeah, just trying to get to the level where we can also come to that point, to like going down to destination in
Yeah,
Dallas to train and to be in that
yeah,
kind of environment. And I have no troubles like moving around and fitting where the train takes me, so to speak.
yeah,
So I mean, that's the you're living the actual dream of like the experience of being a
yeah.
professional
It's
bodybuilder.
it's
Either
crazy for me.
way, like how you're placing is just like you're there,
Yeah,
man. You're doing it.
yeah. I
Fucking enjoy
appreciate
it.
that. And
Yeah,
you know what? If I'm honest, sometimes I have that feeling of imposter syndrome, right? Like,
yeah,
should I be? Do I deserve? Like,
yeah,
should I be
Yeah.
doing it? Am I meant to be doing? I don't know. But
yeah.
I'm very big on going off feeling. And you are right that I am gravitating towards that destination, even if it is for 3 months. You
Yeah,
could do a lot in 3 months in off season. I've
yeah,
done a
Yeah.
lot in 5 months
yeah.
off season. So you're right. That is the dream, and it is crazy for me to say because I mean I come from a telecoms background, so I was a telecoms engineer.
Yeah.
But to be able to do this full time now is just it's I find myself when people ask me. So I had it this morning. I went for an ice bath and sauna, like the hot cold therapy. I do it on my
Yeah.
desk.
I was about to ask you about that later.
Oh, okay,
Your
well I'll leave you to that
routine.
after.
Yeah.
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 So I was and this gentleman was in the sauna and he was like, "Oh, excuse me, mate. Like you're in really good shape. Like, what do you do?" I said, "Oh, I do bodybuilding." And I find myself. I think sometimes it comes off a bit cold because I find myself I don't really want to talk about it because I just don't want to be that guy, right? And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
bodybuilding." Just kind of like carried on sitting there sweating. And he was like, "Oh, so are you competing?" And I was sort of like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he says, "Oh, so what do you do for work?" And I said, "Well," and I found myself, I laughed because I was like, "Well, I do this." I'm a
Yeah.
full-time bodybuilder, and he was like, "Oh, wow, that's really
Yeah.
cool. That's you don't meet many people that can say that they had a dream and
No,
went
you
after
don't.
it." And I was like,
No.
No, you
and
don't.
that, and I even then I catch myself, and this goes back to enjoying the process and living in the moment and enjoying. And even then, back just in that moment, I was like, "Yeah, man, this shit. This is
Yeah.
real."
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
there's
it is.
times
It really is.
I'll be honest with you. There's times in my old job when I'd this is me being open. I'd cry in my van because I just think I'm I want it so bad, but I don't know if I can achieve. Like,
Yeah,
can it ever happen for me? I'm working so hard and nothing seems to be working. And there was a time when I was going to give up and walk away from it. And then that was the time when things started to elevate, which is crazy, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, but yeah, you go to your question with the hot cold therapy. Are you?
Yeah. I was about to. I watched your YouTube video about it today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So my question was, do you notice any difference in your like recovery, or it's it like, yeah,
yeah. So for me, this is probably the most consistent I've been with it.
yeah,
Um, so what? Two big changes I've made this prep is I'm having massage work like deep tissue therapy twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm also doing the hot cold therapy twice a week. And the one thing I've noticed is my joints and stuff are definitely way less inflamed.
Mm,
My
Yeah. Okay.
mobility, yeah, my mobility's better, and I'm definitely on track to be the best condition I've personally been in.
yeah.
And I do,
Yeah.
I think
That's interesting.
I think if you can't do the cold plunge, I think a sauna, I think a sauna, in
Yeah.
my opinion, would definitely help get that drier, leaner look for because it just getting rid of that, that water retention in your body and just pushing towards conditioner more.
You go
Um,
Yeah.
cleaning out all the toxins and all the
yeah,
stress that you're
there's
putting on your body during the prep
so
with the cardio and
I wonder if I can
whatnot.
find a picture. I'll have to see if I can. So there was a comparison picture me and Ben done, and I was like, my skin looks different this year,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he was like, yeah. And I done a comparison to last year to this year. I might not have the picture now.
But it's funny that
Um,
you say so because I actually got a compliment like backstage just before I put the layer of spray tan on from a guy from my team. He's also like, "Man, your skin looks amazing."
yeah,
And he was
I
like, "What you
find
been doing?" And I was
my
doing the same thing.
it
And
just looks
I
healthy. I
prep.
just look like it's just different. It's just healthier, right?
Yeah, you
Uh,
look more fresh. Like you feel way better
yeah. Oh, you can't
for
really.
sure.
There's only a
For
back. But yeah, sorry. Oh no, here it is.
Oh, no worries.
This is. Oh no, will
Back
it
it up a
work?
little. Maybe back it
Oh.
up. I can't really see it through the scene, but I
No.
can't really see it because you have that blurred out for
Yeah.
the background as well.
Maybe I
Oh.
can send it and you can pop it up, or I don't know. But
Yeah. Yeah.
my skin just looks healthier,
Different.
even though
Yeah.
I get blood work done regularly and all that stuff, and nothing's different. It just looks there's just different complexion to my skin.
Yeah,
Um, but like I say, for me personally, especially in my legs, the deep tissue work has been a game changer.
yeah,
And I'm fortunate enough to work like quite closely with this guy called Harry that works out of the gym next to my gym. Um, and we're kind of like in this that we're helping each other out, so it's a good
yeah.
benefit for it's worked
Nice.
out. Um, yeah, I definitely feel like if you can keep on deep tissue work or foam rolling and stretching and stuff, it definitely I've seen a big difference in my physique.
Well,
Um,
it makes a big difference. I've noticed that as well. It's
yeah.
like at the moment I actually got fired from work a week before prep started, so we
Okay.
had like a bit of a struggle
Sorry
to
to
get
hear
all
that.
the
Yeah.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
shit happens, but and we had a bit of struggle to get the money going around. It was like, what can I do to keep myself like on top, anyways? And so I asked the gym owner to buy in like two, three different like foam rollers and like a couple of those massage balls to me
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
was living
Yeah.
in the town at that time apart. And I was doing that like a maniac, like 30, 40 minutes pre-workout and like
Yeah.
another 30 minutes post-workout, five
Yeah.
days a week. And
Yeah.
on like rest days, I went there for 25 minutes of hit cardio. Still been doing the same thing. And I went up every morning, post, stretched, and it helped a lot. I didn't have any pains, any aches in my body whatsoever for
Yeah.
21 weeks. So yeah, makes
Yeah.
a big
That's
difference.
amazing. Yeah, because I get the ball and stick it. When you lay it on your glutes,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I've
Oh,
really
holy fuck.
it's painful, but my
yeah.
lower
Yeah.
back's been amazing.
Yeah.
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 Um,
Difference.
I definitely think that's a big difference this prep for sure.
Yeah.
Along with obviously, like thankfully, I've added a nice chunk of new tissue, which we're
Yeah.
trying to hold on to.
Yeah.
There's a few changes this prep as well. Like I've only been doing 30 minutes cardio, when in the past I've been doing 2 hours cardio.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
the big difference this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and we're kind of like we've got to a point now where I'm driving and then we're just eating like an extra couple hundred grams of carbs, and it's just kind of like this, and it's just keeping my body
Nice.
moving. Um,
Yeah.
so
But a
yeah.
question: do you feel like now since you told me you've been doing like less cardio, is it just because of the new tissue, or have you been eating less, or what made the change so
Uh,
that you could
I
do less
can
cardio?
I can only put it down to because I'm actually eating. I was in the past, I was eating less and doing more cardio.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
now, I mean, I'm in the terms of a bodybuilder. I mean, my low days are still 200 grams of carbs, so it's not. I mean, it's still low,
Yeah,
but
it's still
Yeah.
there's t times for me that where I was eating no carbs.
yeah,
I'm someone that has to eat at next to no food to get in shape, but then it takes me like 4,000 grams of carbs to fill up.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems that maybe the added tissue, because obviously, more tissue demands more output, more
Definitely.
calorie.
Yeah.
Um, but it seems obviously, I think keeping my body on low stress seems to be work
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
obviously in the past I had a manual job where I was,
Yeah.
I was up at 5 in the morning doing an hour's cardio, then
yeah,
doing manual work, training, and then doing more cardio.
yeah,
And now I look
Yeah.
back to it, was my body under so much stress that I looked fat, so I pushed harder, probably.
Yeah.
Um, but right this time, because my life is set up a little bit differently, the 30-minute stairmaster in the morning is
yeah,
enough.
Mm.
I have a step count, which is
yeah.
12K. So I
Which is
do
fantastic.
like a little bit of a treadmill walk to
Yeah,
help that. So it's not, but it's not direct cardio as people
yeah,
would like to say it. Um, I think in total, you're probably looking at maybe if you want to look at direct cardio, I'm probably doing an hour a day. So
yeah.
for me, that's
Okay.
not
Yeah.
crazy at all.
That's not a lot,
No.
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 But you're also a bigger guy than you were last time around. So,
Well,
like you said,
this is
more,
it.
more.
I actually can't believe I'm almost 10 kilos heavier than
It's
than
crazy.
last year, which is,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah. Those are the numbers
but
that I used to like hear when I was like getting interested in bodybuilding before I
yeah,
even started bodybuilding. And you used to hear these guys like in Kuwait and in Dubai,
yeah,
they're like, yeah, they're 10 kilos heavier since
yeah,
last time
yeah,
on stage. You're like, oh my
yeah,
God, is that possible? And now it's just
yeah.
like, it's another
It's
Sunday.
it's 100% possible, as you know. And I honestly, I mean, you guys know Zach, and Zach's very locked in. I'm very much the same. I don't miss nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not missing meals. Um, I tell myself I'm not working hard enough. I'm very much in that mindset. What can I do to do more? I need to do more. How can I? But on the flip side, I'm very good at knowing when to have time off for me.
Yeah,
But I never miss meals. If I'm out for a day, I still take my meals with me.
Yeah.
That's the biggest key for anyone to put on maximum
yeah,
growth is the food.
Yeah.
I'm not someone that's big
Yeah.
into shit food either.
yeah.
My off seasons are just like prep, but more of it.
The same.
And don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. Obviously, I enjoy a burger or a sushi or nice food.
Yeah.
But generally, in my off seasons, I'm eating such high amount of clean food
Yeah,
that I don't really want a burger.
no,
So, and I do think that just another year of doing that has progressed me. And it's also my waist is not blown. My waist is
nice.
quite small,
No.
really.
You
Yeah,
have a very good waist. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Also, a great abs, like you said, like you were doing the comparison with Brett, like on how you're built. Brett
Yeah,
also has amazing abs and like his
yeah,
obliques, and they're not like big at all.
yeah,
And you're kind of similar there as well.
yeah.
Just to
So
mention.
that's something I spoke about the other day actually. It was sorry,
Oh, no
is
stress.
I find there's a saying, I don't know if it goes around in Sweden, that abs are made in the kitchen.
Yeah,
So I don't
Yeah.
so, so for me, to see abs is made in the kitchen.
yeah,
To have abs, you
yeah,
have to train them.
yeah,
You have to train
Yeah.
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
So my routine is cardio in the morning and then ab training after cardio.
yeah,
And I do my
Yeah.
abs 3 times a week. And I'll do, say, a
Yeah.
Monday will be upper ab focused. A Wednesday would be like obliques. And then Friday would be lower ab focused,
yeah.
maybe some crunches. And then I do vacuums every morning as well, 5 rounds for as
You
long
do
as
that. Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
Um, so I do think just having some focus on training abs is
But
key.
if you get like a routine where you just train abs and you don't have to think about it, that's
Yeah,
for me that was the key.
yeah,
Like I said with the
Yeah.
foam rolling, I did 30 minutes of foam rolling, and then I just started doing crunches, sit ups. I just started doing sit ups until it was burning, and then I did a couple of more, and then I was set to go in to hit my session, and I just done
yeah,
abs. I just foam
yeah,
rolled. I just lose. So you get all the things like just in a roll where you don't have to think about like every single, because there's a lot
yeah.
of small boxes you have to check off every day.
Right,
So
right.
if you make them like bigger than what you actually are, in my belief, then
Yeah, right.
it's
I
make it
agree.
harder for
It
yourself.
becomes, if you do it so frequently, it just becomes something you do,
Yeah,
like eating your first meal.
yeah,
You
exactly.
have to do that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
yeah,
same. I totally agree. And these are the these are the little things I think get missed by some
yeah,
on their journey, on their bodybuilding journey.
yeah,
These little
for
things
sure.
that people can do.
Yeah.
Uh, and again, we're only speaking out of experience, right? Because we haven't done it, and now we are doing it.
Yeah,
So, um,
yeah.
yeah,
Obviously, I'm not near anywhere you guys' level, but I think like if you can start like by incorporating those kind of small things already now, where I'm like at the lowest of an amateur level, that's what's going to create like the real athlete in you, if
yeah,
that
yeah,
makes sense. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
100%. And I mean, I wouldn't say you're the lowest amateur level. I don't think anyone's like. I still think I don't think I am where I am. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, just that general routine. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think we digressed. I forgot. Well, yeah, putting on the size was just like my off season. I had I had a whole routine. Now, when I think back, actually, speaking of off season. I got real. It's the heaviest at 170 centimeters. I was
ooh,
the heaviest I got was 121 kilos.
ooh,
Oh.
Yeah,
that's a lot of weight.
yeah, that was my
That's a lot of
heaviest
weight.
in morning weight as well. That was
Yeah,
120
Oh.
kilos. So that I was, I felt that at my
Yeah.
height,
yeah. Fuck yeah.
and I was eating. My meal one was like 200 grams of carbs because I was eating close to 1,000 grams of carbs a day.
That's a lot of food.
And so I was eating meal one and then I was sleeping. And I was eating meal two and I was sometimes training or sleeping.
Yeah,
And then and I
yeah,
think that was a big factor as well because for the first
Yeah.
time in my life, I was able to really do a full-time bodybuilder, lazy,
yeah,
just eat,
Yeah.
sleep. My whole day was built towards just being as strong as I fucking could in the
Yeah.
gym and just
Yeah.
resting.
Yeah.
So
It makes a huge difference.
yeah, I think that was probably one of the bigger key changes as well, just being able to do that. And as I said,
yeah.
I pushed food more than ever. I was eating like I say, eating close to 1,000 grams of carbs a day. Um,
The food.
so it was a lot of food. But the old saying goes, you got to eat to grow.
Yeah, you gotta eat to grow. Yeah, no, but
Um,
for sure. But like you were saying before, like if you're having 1,000 grams of carbs of like clean food every day, obviously
mhm.
sometimes you still get like the ick because you want to have a burger,
Yeah,
sushi,
yeah,
whatever. But when you're eating that much food, like you're not closing your end calories on each and every day by shit food. And that makes a big difference. Like, see a lot of people like, oh, I missed 300 grams of carbs today. Let's just have some burgers and fries, and
see,
you're
I
gonna
hate
fuck
that.
fuck it all up. Yeah,
Yeah, I hate that
yeah,
because
yeah,
you know damn well your digestion is going to be ruined.
yeah. For a
Yeah.
couple of days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's what I'm very big on. Like, obviously, off season gets hard and your digestion's compromised a lot, and you feel sluggish, and you feel full when you go to bed full. But if I can, for me personally, if I can keep it as clean as I can,
yeah.
and just it doesn't set me back the next day, I can keep
Exactly.
them days can keep totaling up, and they're going to lead to
Yeah,
something, right?
yeah,
Um, so, and don't, I'll be honest with you, like my last meal I was blending, my first meal I was blending.
Yeah.
I was drinking 200 grams of carbs, not eating it, but it was still getting it in.
yeah. Still
Um,
no doubt.
and the same with my last meal, I was drinking that as well. Um, but that was like peak off season when you get to a point you just want to go to bed and just drink something and go to bed, right? Um,
So how's the?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a personal question about
go on.
the food? Like, obviously I know who Ben Chow is, but I have no idea like how he's working.
Yeah.
I'm just interested, like, how's the is it big on like GI friendly food? Like, is there any
Yeah.
sauerkraut? Do you have a lot of fruits? Do you
Yeah,
like
that
vegetables? Yeah,
it's diverse in terms of like you say sauerkraut, pineapple.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm very like rice based. A lot of my stuff is rice, like rice flour, um, rice crisp, cereal post
Yeah.
workout, um, blueberries, strawberries. I had apples. It's kind of like that kind of, yeah, dates as well because
Mm,
dates are very calorie dense and
Yeah.
pre-workout, bananas, dates, um, low fats as well, low fats.
okay.
Just through olive oil, like extra virgin olive oil or coconut oil. Um, I didn't have salmon or anything like that. I just stuck to
No.
chicken and beef.
Okay.
Yeah. And if I'm
You put it
honest,
in like nut butter.
yeah, if I'm honest, it makes it cheaper.
Yeah, yeah,
Salmon
it
gets
does.
expensive.
It's really expensive.
Um,
Yeah.
so I just want to make it cheap and easy to eat. I'm a robot.
Yeah.
Ch- Right, I could eat rice and chicken 7 times a day.
Yeah,
You,
doesn't
you
matter.
Yeah.
know, I just make it happen.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's diverse but basic. You
yeah,
know, the sauerkraut's a big one. If no one eats sauerkraut, that is really good.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I in the off season I'm very low on veggies. I'm next to no on veggies. Just very caveman.
Yeah. Do you
Uh,
like a greens and reds, like a mix or blend from
yeah, I
salads?
might get like have a shake or something with greens. Like the all-in-one greens powder.
Yeah,
I won't eat
Yeah.
vegetables in off season.
no,
I'll just
no, I'm the
drink
same.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I'm the
because
Yeah.
I
same.
just think that's just another thing you've got to digest.
Yeah,
When
and
I'm
it gets
eating
Yeah.
hard.
four,
Like,
Exactly.
when I'm eating 400 grams of cooked rice, that over
yeah,
100 grams a meal. So
that's a lot of food.
yeah,
Jesus. And it's
yeah,
just like vegetables for me, for my stomach, it gets hard to digest as well. Like if I'm putting down in my diet, I went like zero carbs for a long time, like to get down, to get really peeled.
mm,
And the vegetables at the point, like I was eating like about a kilo of vegetables a day,
yeah, yeah,
and I could just feel my digestion. Like the days where I was having like refeeds, I couldn't do it. I
yeah,
just couldn't have the kind of vegetables. And I just told my girlfriend, like, she helps me a lot to prep, and yeah, she's an angel. And anyway,
yeah.
she was like, before she was prepping my salmon and potato meal, and she was like, "Are you gonna have some vegetables today? You didn't have any vegetables for like, I don't know, weeks." It's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a bit of salad today. Actually, I think I'm good." Yeah, so I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the high fiber and stuff. Like I think
yeah,
the old like chicken and broccoli used to be, but broccoli, the fiber and stuff can really mess you up.
gassy.
Yeah, right. And I'm not.
Yeah.
I, Obviously, it's important to eat vegetables. I like it now. I'm on diet. Obviously, I have vegetables or salad or, whatever else. And some people can digest them easy. But like I say, when I'm in off season, it's just another thing that my body's got to digest. So I just
Yeah,
eliminate that really.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like I say, sitting here now, speaking about the off season, when I said earlier I didn't think it was that great, but the more I speak about it, the more I realize that went pretty hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mind was
So,
going to that as well when you said, "Oh, wasn't that great?" But obviously it was.
yeah.
But isn't that like a big part? Like, I'm sure you can speak on that far better than me, and Andreas can as well. But isn't that like a big part of becoming a better athlete? Like always feeling like you could have done more. Like I could
Yeah.
do more. I could have. Yeah,
That's what so I do coaching myself and I'm part of Ben's brutal muscle coaching.
yeah,
And I was talking about this in the gym because someone said, couldn't you coach yourself? And I said, I absolutely could, but
yeah. But
I need someone there because I've got that mentality of like, I need to do more. I need
yeah,
someone there
Yeah.
like for Ben, because me and Ben have known each other for a long, long time, and he's been
yeah.
coaching me for 4 years.
Okay,
He can say, just you're doing good. You
take a
don't
chill
need to go
pill.
harder on cardio. You don't need to, the off season's going well. You don't need to this,
Yeah,
Um, but sorry, I forgot your question about making you a better athlete. Yeah,
yeah,
because I've got that mindset. It does make you a better athlete, 100%.
yeah,
But there's sometimes it can make you a bad athlete if you go too far. So it's finding
yeah.
that nice line. Um,
Yeah.
And what I was going to say is, uh, I, and this is to you, Simon, is you're one off season away from being a champion.
Yeah.
You're one
I
off.
appreciate it.
It takes
Yeah.
that one off season
Yeah.
to transcend you into the bodybuilder that you want to be. And I think a lot of people use off season to maybe back away and let their hair down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when I say that, I really want to preference this, because when I say this, it's not about, you still have to, in the off season, you should still go out for meals with your friends and family. You should still
Yeah.
spend time with your girlfriend. You should still go out for days out. It doesn't mean you have to live in a box, but you do have to be locked in with making sure you don't miss meals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I feel like sometimes, people might relax in the off season and go, oh, when I'm on prep, I'll turn up the dial and I'll start eating 6 meals again. And
That's classic.
yeah, right. And I think
Yeah.
if you can apply yourself very highly in the off season and push yourself and not put yourself in a box so much that you ignore your family, you ignore your friends, and
Exactly.
you're still locked in like a diet, but you still,
Yeah.
did you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying
Yeah,
100% because
Yeah.
I remember like when I was in the trenches or whatever you want to call it, like for the prep, and afterwards I realized like that was an incredible amount of like backup and help that I got from my girlfriend and her family because I didn't
yeah,
have any family in that part of Sweden
yeah,
where we were living. And then afterwards we started to like go away, went to a spa for one weekend, and we started to like go around and do things. And I always have like this cooler with me
yeah,
wherever I go.
yeah, yeah,
Everybody knows it. I have my cooler and I have like 3 spoons with me and three Tupperwares. And I told her like now when I'm like reflecting on it, that was an insane amount of work you actually had to do to help me like with
yeah,
all this time you just
Yeah.
wasted for your life. You just put a lot of time
yeah,
towards me. And she was like, yeah, but look at us now. You're
yeah,
like getting back to me. You're bringing your food, and we're going
yeah,
to a gym and train, and then we're
yeah.
doing something.
See
We're going to another
that
town, and yeah,
that's exactly what I mean. Yeah, and that
that's
that
what I
was good.
paid
That's
back.
good for you to realize that. And I mean, I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but
It is.
we obviously in the off season we can take our meals, and we can, if you want to be that locked in, which I
Yeah,
think if you want to progress, you should be that locked in.
exactly.
You can just take your
Yeah.
cooler bag, or
Yeah,
and go out with your family or your friends, or do this, that, and the other. So I totally agree. I just feel like sometimes that people, I'm a bodybuilder's bodybuilder, but I feel like sometimes people pull themselves away from things too much and
yeah.
forget about
Yeah.
friends and family, right? But you can still be a bodybuilder and do that.
I
Uh,
mean, you have to be a bit selfish in this
yeah,
sport.
oh
You have to
yeah.
be,
Well, that's
but
what
you
that.
also need, yeah, but you also need the
Yeah,
people around you to see
yeah,
that you're not being an asshole. You're just being
yeah,
selfish and
yeah,
believing in
yeah,
yourself and
yeah,
working towards your dreams and whatnot. And I mean, I met my girlfriend when I had done like one off season. I've only been doing this for 3 years,
yeah.
and I told her like straight away, like this is my life. This is what I
Mm,
want to do. This is where I want to move. I want to go to these places, and I want to be like that kind of person. And she was like, from day one, we're all in. Let's do it.
yeah,
Sounds
that's cool.
amazing. Let's
Yeah,
fucking do it and
cool.
just see how far we can push it. So
Yeah,
I know what you're saying, and you just have to accept that the thing nobody told me about is like how much cold food I'm gonna have to eat when I'm out and about.
yeah,
Like how much
Yeah.
cold chicken and cold
yeah.
potatoes and
It's
rice and
funny.
beef.
It's funny you say that, because with my coaching, I get clients. They'll say, "Oh, I'm out for the day. What shall I do? I've got no microwave." And I'm
Yeah,
like, "What do you
Yeah.
mean? Eat the
yeah.
food. What, you eat
That's
cold
crazy.
chicken
Yeah.
and rice? Dude,
Yeah,
I ate cold chicken and rice for 10
Yeah.
years.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
I've only
exactly.
just
No,
started to eat hot food in the last
yeah,
year.
exactly. That's what it's like.
I was eating cold fish out of Tupperware on the side of a road.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but I
um,
remember I had
yeah.
I like I said, I got fired, and then I just called my girlfriend's aunt. She was the executive at a cleaning company,
Mm,
and I asked her, it's like, we have 6 months before I'm doing my show. I just need quick money, and I can work. I don't care what kind of work it is. I just need to work. And she's like, "Are you cute? Are you okay and cool with like cleaning stairways?" It's like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just give me a car and give me the equipment, and I'll just go out and about. And I
yeah.
basically lived in that car, just working from like 5 a.m. to like 4 a.m. in the afternoon with a cooler, and I just had like, oh, I'm 20 minutes earlier. I could just take a nap, and I took a nap, and I went to the next place, and I had my food in the car, and
Yeah,
nobody
that's yeah,
bothered me, and it was actually quite amazing, except for the
yeah,
low pay, but it was quite amazing actually in that way, and I didn't have to do any cardio because I was doing like 25,000 steps every day in the
yeah,
stairs. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, but that's the thing. It's that, yeah, I get it.
I can, yeah, that takes me right back to the stuff that I was doing, driving around in a van. I used to eat when I could and then sleep when I could, and
Yep.
yeah, I
Yep.
was known at my old job, the British Telecoms, was my lunch break was don't go near my van, not because I was angry, but because I would eat as fast as I could, and then I'd have a 20-minute nap. Because I found, so I'd always have my lunch break at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Um, so I'd eat my meal within 10 minutes, and then we got like a 45-minute lunch break. So then I could sleep. I'm one of those guys, I could fall asleep in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
like most bodybuilders. So I would sleep right up until my alarm went off for my lunch break, and I could just wake up, chewing gum, and I could carry on my day. And
Yeah.
that would just set me up for the rest of the afternoon, and I'd feel quite good going into training by 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Those 20 minutes naps makes a big difference.
a big difference.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. What you eating now?
Just oatmeal and bananas and
Oh, that's
dark
a dream
chocolate.
for me right now.
Yeah.
Oatmeal's like ice cream on prep.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically. I was just sick for a week. I had the flu
Oh
for the
shit.
first time in 8 months. No, I'm not going to complain because I wasn't sick for 8 months, but then
Yeah.
it got to me and I was sick for a week. So my food schedule has been a little fucked up because
Yeah.
my digestion and everything was
Digestion.
pretty off. So there's been an ice cream or five this week, I can say, but didn't lose any weight, kept on track with everything, and
That's good.
just focused on getting
Yeah,
healthy. So
that's
yeah.
good.
Mm.
So, where do you live now then? You said you live in the south of
Yeah, I mean
Sweden.
it's called Skåne.
Ah, so that is where Antonio's from.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
I'm from Malmo myself. I'm from up
Yeah,
there.
but it's called Skjorna. Is that how you say
Skåne land. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
really good.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing place.
Um,
Yeah.
so
So.
there's quite a good gym there, right? Am I right in saying there's a good gym? She was saying that there's like
Yeah,
an old school kind of feel to it.
there's a lot of great gyms here.
Yeah.
You have to drive for a while. I have one like it's a strongman and a bodybuilding gym, like just in an
Ah,
old warehouse, basically. Andreas
yeah.
trains there as well,
Ah,
and I started training there a couple of weeks ago. But I'm the kind of
Yeah.
person I just make do with whatever equipment there
right,
is,
right. Yeah, for
and it
sure.
doesn't really matter. But I'd
Yeah.
say you've been to NPC obviously,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I'd say that's the it's sharing the first place of best gyms in Sweden. There's one just 90 minutes away from me called the Gladius gyms.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard
Yeah.
about it,
No, no, no.
but
Gladys. Yeah.
it's fucking amazing as well.
Yeah.
And the owner is like, the owner actually told me last time when I was there, because I said, man, that's an insane amount of equipment you have here. He's like, you think, look at this. And he showed me a couple of pictures. And the guy has a warehouse where it has another 80 like pieces of machines. And he's like, I can't fit them. He just bought the leg press from Gold's Gym in the
Wow.
USA in like a
I'd
trade-in.
love to, I would love
Yeah,
to get the opportunity to maybe me and Zach can plan a weekend and we come down and see you guys,
that would be
and
amazing.
that'd be
Yeah.
really cool, right? I'd love to have the
Yeah.
opportunity to see that, or equally, Antonio might finally take me to Malmo and
Yeah,
see the place, and
yeah.
then I can meet you guys and train.
Yeah.
Um,
You
but
know
yeah,
who
that sounds cool.
obviously know who Samir Trudi who is.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's his home gym, the gym I was talking about
Ah,
earlier. So
okay.
yeah.
I was just
So
trying to
if you've seen
think
like
of.
his videos and things where he's training, that's the gym.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah,
trying to think of the guy. I feel really bad because I know him in my mind. He's going to compete this weekend, super heavyweight.
Douglas.
Douglas.
Doug Charles. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was the
Oh
guy.
my God.
It's
Yeah, that was the
yeah.
guy I was talking about
It's
before. That
He
Simons.
he is man.
Yeah, he's
He's
big.
he's the guy. So is he near you guys?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he actually, I started talking to him like a year and a half ago. He
Yeah,
just wrote to me on Instagram. He's like, I like your videos, like I like what you're doing with Instagram, blah blah blah.
yeah, yeah,
And then one thing led to another. He's like, can I come up to you guys, me and my girlfriend, for a weekend and we'll train?
yeah,
And so I thought I was training pretty hard before that because my coach is pretty big as well.
yeah,
You are Felmar. I think you
yeah.
know who
Okay,
he
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
And then he came up to me. He's like, I'm gonna put you through a back workout. Like, have you ever puked before when you train? It's like, yeah, it happened. It's like, okay, brace yourself. And we trained back. Yeah, we trained back, and that was the most intense thing I've done in all my life. So my mission
wow.
after that was just like, I have to move back down to Skåne and get like close to this guy, and so
Yeah,
we can train together. So we trained
yeah.
legs together most part because
That's cool.
that's amazing. He's big.
Yeah.
He's really
He's
big.
he's a
Yeah.
lovely guy. I've spent some time with him. I really like him. You can tell he's got all the attributes. He's very locked in and he's a robot. And I mean, you look at his physique.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
super. I saw him because he was going to do the spring show, but then I think he got ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and I was
Yeah.
like, Douglas, please get on stage, please,
Yeah.
please. And I saw some recent photos of him, and I thought, oh, he's shown little. He hasn't done the full physique update, I don't think.
No,
But his legs and stuff, I'm like, holy
I
shit.
Yeah.
can uh I can attest to, I saw a couple of pictures. He sent me some pictures, and I
Yeah,
saw some pictures the other day, and they started to carb up. And
yeah,
his coach, because we have the same
Yeah.
coach,
yeah.
and his coach told me we're like 30% full right here, and those pictures just
I can't wait
yeah,
for him to walk
yeah,
out.
it's fucking
I,
amazing.
I really, really hope
Yeah.
he just keeps calm and doesn't let anything get to
Yeah.
him too much. And he
Yeah,
just
he's in a
brings.
good place. He's in a
Oh,
good
that's
place
good.
now. He's
Oh,
had
that's
a
good.
lot of
Yeah.
bullshit happen to him. It's a lot of struggles like we all go
Okay.
through, and yeah, so now he's just got like that shit
Oh, that's
cleared,
good to
and
hear.
he's in a better place, and yeah, yeah, he's a big
Oh,
guy,
good for
and
him.
his heart is just as big as
It really
his
is.
shell. Yeah,
He's
he's
so nice.
he's
Mm.
the loveliest guy ever.
I'm super excited to see him walk out. I'm super
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
he's someone that you just want to see to do well, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I want everyone to do well, but do you know what I mean? Just I've got an extra little like for
Yeah,
Douglas. I want him to do well. Yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
we've been training like together through and out, off and on throughout this prep, um, until like 4 weeks ago. We just needed to lock in, and I started working like my new full-time job, and he likes to train in the middle of the day where there's zero to
Yeah.
no people in the gym, and I
Yeah.
have to train like at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's locked in. It's looking pretty good, so we're
Yeah.
gonna.
I mean, I'm happy for him, and I'm glad it, like you say, he's in a good place.
Yeah,
He's showing it in his body. He seems to be enjoying it, and he looks like he's in shape. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he was
excited.
the biggest. He was the biggest guy I ever met in person. Before I met like some guys at the NPC show, and
Yeah.
when he came to
Yeah.
my house when I was living 2 hours away from Stockholm last year, and I
Yeah.
remember he came earlier, and I had to do a check in to my coach. So I was like, I'm just gonna go and weigh myself and take a couple of pictures. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
would you keep the scale? I was like in my bedroom, and he followed me. I put my I stood on the scale. I was like 102 kilos, and he stepped on it. He was like 144 kilos, and I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like, what am I looking at? This is just
Fuck.
yeah,
Yeah, he's a
different
big boy.
levels. Yeah, it's a big boy.
He's a big
Yeah.
boy. It's
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Nice, really nice.
Um, yeah.
Do you have any special plans, like you and Antonia, when you come in now to Sweden? You gonna do something?
Well, sadly not this time because obviously Antonia is quite heavily involved in running the show.
Mm.
She organises a lot of
Yeah.
the That's and Better Body shows, so she's going to be involved with that a lot. Obviously, I'll be involved with doing my part as sort of being there and supporting the team and her. Um, and then she's a couple of weeks out from her first pro show, so
Oh
and then
yeah.
obviously I've got my show.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
only I'm going to use a British saying here. I'm just popping in. I'm just
Yeah.
popping
Okay.
in and popping out.
Yeah.
Um, so I can get back in. I'll fly in obviously like I said Thursday, and then I'll fly back Tuesday, and I'm straight back into just my routine. Um,
Nice.
I'm the routine I have, when you're just when everything you're just locked in.
Yeah.
I'm 5 weeks out, everything's running
Yeah.
smooth. I don't want to deter too much from this routine, and I'm sure
Mm,
she feels the same.
No.
It's sad and it's hard because obviously we're doing this long distance relationship,
yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but we're at an understanding where there's times in our life where right now she's doing her thing and I'm doing my thing, so
Yeah.
there's no real special plans when I come over, but we are going to enjoy Prague together, and we're both going to do Romania Pro as well. So
Oh,
we can
cool.
enjoy some time there together after, which will be really
Yeah.
nice.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then obviously we have Christmas. So
Yeah. Nice.
yeah,
You're going to
Yeah.
be coming here to celebrate Christmas, or she's gonna be there?
I'll probably be with my family and she'll be with hers. But
Okay.
there'll be like a opportunity of I haven't quite got that far yet, but I'm sure we'll spend some time. I actually quite enjoy spending New Year's in Sweden with
Yeah.
the snow and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
different for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
For
probably
sure.
same for Antonia, boring, but for me it's nice
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
quite enjoy being around a bit of the snow and the
So
fireworks.
are you a Christmas kind of guy? Do you like
I
Christmas?
love
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yes,
I
that's
love
good.
it.
Me too,
Give
man.
me the lights, give me the trees, give me the
Yeah.
snow,
Give me the music,
the
the food.
music, the food.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Everything.
jolly. Everyone's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
I
I,
love it.
I, what I will say is, um, I do, I do wish like I enjoy Christmas for like 2 weeks, and then when it's January, I wish it was just hot again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 20
Yeah.
degrees, I'm good with.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
remember
Yeah, that's perfect.
yeah,
like here in Skåne we don't get a lot of snow.
no.
Usually
No.
just rains
No,
and
no.
it's pretty boring. But I remember I've never been I had never been that far north to Sweden as when me and my girlfriend moved. We moved from the Canary Islands on the 18th of December 2023. We moved from there to
Mm,
her hometown, and it was 31 degrees Celsius when we left Canary Islands, and it was
yeah.
minus 25 when we arrived in her hometown in Sweden, and I had snow
Oh,
all the way up to my knees. And like I said, I'm a pretty tall guy, so I was like, "What
wow.
the actual fuck is this?"
Fuck.
And that was
That's
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah.
That isn't Zach from Salon? Salon?
Salon. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Andreas
And
lives there. Yeah.
that gets quite snowy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm yet to experience that, but the coldest I experienced in Stockholm was minus 17.
Yeah.
And for me being from the UK, I mean, we go as low as I think I've experienced -5 here or so, or 10 or so, or -5
Yeah.
probably. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
not snow like the Stockholm gets though.
I remember like walking to work because I was working at a gym when we moved there. I was working as a regional manager at a gym, and I had to walk every morning because I couldn't afford the bus or anything at the beginning. So I had
Yeah.
to walk like 35 minutes each morning. And obviously, I don't have a beard, but I get like like just
Yeah, the frost.
like a flinch,
Yeah,
yeah, just like a bit of it.
yeah, yeah.
And I remember one morning I was just like was drinking like a monster or whatever on my way to work. And when I arrived, I was like, my lips are just like stuck because
Frozen.
it was actually like ice covered in my
Yeah,
mustache, like so
yeah,
cold because
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
cold. It's crazy.
That's
It's crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
I remember one of the first winters I had in Sweden. I
yeah.
wasn't really prepared and I didn't really think much about it. I had just Vans shoes. I didn't have proper,
Hmm.
shoes for
Oh,
walking in the
yeah.
snow. And I just had luckily I was off season, so I just had a t-shirt. I had a t-shirt and a hoodie,
Oh
but I
shit.
was still hot. I was still warm enough but I was just going from the apartment to the gym, so it wasn't too bad. But I remember thinking, damn, I should be a bit more prepared
Yeah,
with the snow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It does get cold.
I do have a
Um,
question, like jumping from one thing to
yeah,
another.
yeah.
Yeah. How did you get with Hostile? That's a pretty big athlete
Oh,
contract to have as well. It's
so
amazing.
Yeah.
that goes back to Texas Pro.
Hmm.
So before Texas Pro, well, Hostile uh, approached me and said, "We like kind of what you're about. We'd like to bring you on the team." Um, and then Fuad's sort of one of his stipulations was, "We'll sign you if you do open." So I was like, "Yeah, no problem. I'm doing open."
Yeah.
He was like, "We don't want no 212." Like it was like a
Mm.
joke, like we don't want 212. I'm sure they
Yeah,
probably do, but he
yeah,
said,
yeah,
"We'll
yeah,
sign you if you do open." I was like, "Yeah, no
yeah,
problem." So
yeah.
that was kind of that goes inside that story of me
Mm.
deciding to do open, Texas Open as well.
Yeah.
But I actually found out that they had their eye on me after I turned pro. Um, Obviously, me and Ben's obviously part of Hostile, so they,
Mhm.
with Ben coaching me, I'm sure they sort of like saw who I was, and bit of a weird one. I'll be really open. My ex-girlfriend was with Hostile,
Oh yeah.
um, and we split up. So I think they didn't sign me because they obviously didn't want to cause. I feel like maybe that I'm just speaking
Yeah.
out of speculation. Maybe they didn't want to cause like any issues.
Ruckus. Yeah.
But then last year they decided to sign me, which is cool. So I feel I'm like like going back to what you were saying earlier, like sometimes I have to pinch myself a little bit because I've signed with Hostile, I'm with Gas and Better Bodies,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and I'm talking about these things that I want to make happen that 2 years ago was like a dream of a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel it feels honestly, guys, it makes me feel a bit emotional. It feels absolutely crazy to say that I'm
Yeah.
living in my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Um, but it also makes me feel like I don't want to lose it and I need to work harder for the next level.
Yeah. I
So
like to
Yeah.
hear
But
that
that's
one. Yeah.
good. That's good.
Mhm.
yeah, and I'm a very appreciative of the opportunities, and I'm very appreciative of the people I have around me, and I appreciate people taking a chance on me. As I say, MJ was the first person to take a real chance on me. Um,
Yeah.
and I want to show my loyalty and I want to show my worth as a person
Yeah.
because I think ultimately being a bodybuilder is one thing, but I think being who you are as a person is more than anything, right?
Mm.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
there's a
Yeah.
lot of people like in the sport who are just that, and not to say that that's wrong,
no,
excuse me,
yeah,
but there's a lot of people who are just that. They're just bodybuilders.
yeah, yeah,
Like
Yeah.
if you bring a bit of like a character and a
yeah,
personality into the
yeah,
whole thing, it
yeah,
changes it a lot,
sure.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think so, and for me, I am just me. I can only be who I am, and I don't pretend to be anyone else. I
Yeah.
wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
If I'm upset, if I'm happy.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I am just who I am. And like I said, I want people through my life and through this journey to, okay, yeah, I'm Carlos the bodybuilder, but I'm also Carlos that likes pyramids, that I'm into conspiracies, that I,
Are you?
yeah, yeah, that I I used to, I was a party boy back in the day. Like, there's more to me than I'm not just Carlos the bodybuilder. There's more to me than
Yeah.
to to the surface level of that,
No.
Yeah.
and equally for me, if I can leave an impression on someone where they feel motivated or happy or
Yeah.
you know remember our interaction, and that's something that in life that I want to be able to uphold, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want us to walk away from a conversation and think that was a nice conversation. It wasn't just
Yeah.
bodybuilding. It wasn't just there's more to these people or
I
Yeah.
this
was going to say
person.
that as well
Yeah,
because I think like this is you're a different kind of guest than what we had before. Obviously, we've
Yeah.
had a lot of great athletes and a
yeah,
lot of great people in this podcast so far. We haven't been doing this for a long time, but like you're the first. You're now the next to Zach, but I wasn't there for the podcast. But you're
yeah,
the second like IFBB pro like on
yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. The
So I
second.
think yeah, the second one exactly. So I
Appreciate it.
think a lot of people
Yeah.
can or I'm hoping that a lot of people are going
Yeah,
to do the same thing that I'm going to do after this podcast and just take it as a motivating factor as well, and just really like
Yeah.
goes to show that you can be yourself and you can if you work hard enough for
100%.
it. You're sitting in the van eating your food and thinking
Mm.
like, oh, I'm not going to make it. Like going through a hard time, like you're going to make it. Just keep going and
Yeah,
keep the pedal to the
dude.
floor.
There's I mean, we've all got a story, right? We've all got a story. We've all
Yeah,
had hard
Yeah.
times.
love to hear
We
it.
all have no money. We're all chasing a dream that's like,
Yeah,
is this possible? But if you really go after something, if you really, really want to go after it, see, I'm a bit of a believer in like the universe speaks to you.
oh,
And
Yeah.
100%.
Me too.
the universe will continue to
Mm.
put you on paths or signs, and if you listen and take them, there's going to be times when you're tested,
Of
and there's going to
course.
be times where everything feels on top of you. But if you keep putting one foot in front of the other, You keep eating your meals, you keep doing this, you keep doing that, it will lead to somewhere. It has
Yeah,
Yeah.
to. And if it doesn't
Yeah.
lead, if it doesn't lead to the pro card, if it doesn't lead to something that the goal that you want to achieve in that
yeah,
journey, it's going to lead you to something that you should be
Yeah.
doing, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
So
You're
Yeah.
going to find some kind of meaning in whatever you do.
yeah,
Like if you keep doing
got
it and you love it and you do it like it's the
yeah,
last thing you
yeah,
want to
yeah,
do in your life, it's
yeah,
you're gonna find some like a good example, just to be quick with it, is like Rich Piana.
yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was chasing it like for I don't know
yeah,
10, 15 years,
yeah.
and he didn't make it
Yeah.
in that sort of way. But I mean, look at what he created in the few years before
I
he
mean,
died.
he was the
It's
first person to sort of speak out about certain things, wasn't he? And open the
yeah,
door. And
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, he was one of the big first kind of like YouTube social media
yeah,
stars. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I've said it before I mean, I said it to Antonio, like sometimes I feel like I'm on this journey. I don't know exactly where it's going, but I know it's going somewhere.
yeah,
I,
exactly.
Yeah.
I have these dreams and these goals,
Yep,
and I don't know if they come to fruition, but it's going to lead me to somewhere.
yep,
And if that means that the universe says to me that I'm not gonna win a show, but I can create a life out of bodybuilding and earn money and sit back and say, hey, life, I chased a dream and I
Yeah.
was able to, live life on my terms and live life how I wanted it, and it paid for me to live the life that I want, then I'm thankful for that. I'm appreciative of that.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, at
So
the end of the day, we're all just dreaming about a life where we get paid to eat, sleep, and train,
yeah,
right? No, I
exactly.
mean,
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
very simplistic way of putting it.
I mean, for me personally, and you probably feel the same. Like I got into training because I just fucking love it,
Yep,
and
Yeah.
I remember the time I picked up a weight, and I just thought I fucking love this. I love doing
Mm.
this. I love moving this thing from A to B.
yes, in a very
And
controlled way,
yeah, right.
managing fatigue. No, I'm just kidding.
And to say that that's now become my life, and can earn a living through that is amazing, and I appreciate it, and I'm thankful
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, it's just it's the the a saying that I like to say is you don't know until you try.
yeah, exactly.
You don't
Yeah.
know until you try.
100%.
And
Yeah.
I say this because someone that talks down on myself. I'm someone that talks myself out of things. And as I've got a little bit older, I've got a little bit better. And I've had some people around me to help me with that. Um, I've always been someone that I can't do that. They wouldn't pick me, or they wouldn't, why would I,
Why me?
why me? And that's where it goes back to where I say I need something to happen for me to give me the confidence to feel like it can happen. If that
Yeah,
makes sense. Like winning overall, well, okay, now maybe I could turn pro.
yeah,
Um, but again, you don't know until you try. If you're
exactly.
100% something, it's good. Like I say, sorry to go over, but if you're 100% something, it's going to lead to somewhere. It has to.
For sure, it
It
has to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking has to.
just have to
I'm
keep
telling
telling
you, but
yourself
telling
like you're
myself
not
at
going
the
to
same
fail.
time.
Yeah, no, it's you
Um,
just have to keep like telling yourself that whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're chasing, you might not. There's a possibility you might not
yeah.
get to what you're actually chasing, but from the journey itself, it's going to create something way better for you than what you were chasing, and you
Even if
can't
it
fail.
teaches you more about life, teaches you more about yourself, makes you
Yeah,
become a better person, makes you
exactly.
learn new mental, traits. I'm sure you feel the same.
Yeah.
Bodybuilding taught me a lot in terms of mental resilience, consistency, discipline. I was having a chat with my dad earlier, and I said, I I believe I was born with these traits, but my dad's ex-military. So I've been around someone that
Cool.
is, very consistent, disciplined. He trained, and so I learned them traits. But bodybuilding still teaches you, Simon. With low food,
Yeah,
walking around, doing manual work, and dragging your ass and feeling like shit. 2 weeks out from a show and working,
yeah,
that
Yeah.
shit right there teaches you
builds character, man.
that builds character. Exactly. Yeah.
Nice. Definitely.
And that's what I mean. These are these little mini wins that you have to take on the journey.
Yeah.
These, when you look back, they're hard at the time, but they're actually lessons and wins through the journey. Like
Yeah.
this prep I'm on
Yeah.
now, I've never enjoyed the process more than ever.
Nice.
Like each day is
Nice.
just like, yeah, cool. I get to do, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, I'm looking at my physique, I'm changing each day. Because if I don't, if we or I don't enjoy the process, then what the f could we doing?
No.
What the fuck is the point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
point? And then again, that process is going to lead
Yeah.
to something.
Yep.
And there's going
Yeah.
to be a day, there's going to be a day when we all sit back and think, oh, do you remember, you know, like the stories that I've just told? Do you remember 2 years ago when we done this? Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
these are the processes and the enjoyments that you have to. And I think,
Yeah.
you know, there's times when we get caught up when we're like we're talking about dreams and stuff, and you've like for me, like I'm well aware that I'm living in my dream.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's easy to forget that you've made the dream a reality and
Exactly.
you're living in the
Yeah.
process, right?
Yep. Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
makes total sense.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. But you have to be able to work hard enough to be able to put yourself in a situation where you're able to work even harder for the things
yeah,
that you're
yeah,
chasing. So yeah, it's
100%. Yeah,
makes 100%.
yeah,
I was going to ask you. It was quite, I found it quite interesting. You told me your dad's ex-military. Like
yeah.
when you grew up, was he in the military? Like what?
So my dad was out of the army when I was born.
Okay.
But he was in it's the parachute regiment,
Oh,
Paris,
cool.
for 15 years. But when I was born, he was out. But obviously he still had them traits of like military.
Yeah.
Um, and my dad's like I was a young age, sort of like 3 years old, and my dad would be bench pressing in the garage, and I'd be watching him apparently.
Yeah.
So I think there was kind of like a love from it from there. And my parents said I used to watch World's Strongest Man, just sit in front of the TV and just watch it.
Cool.
Um, so I've kind of grown up. You could say I've kind of grown up with it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, and I was fascinated by like Superman and all that classic stuff.
Yeah. Now
Um,
that was why that was my point. That was you answered
yeah,
my question before I even basically asked it because I was
yeah,
gonna. I think a lot of us people who get into the sport of bodybuilding we have like either a person or like a couple of situations you found
mm,
yourself in when you were younger, or like
mm.
people that motivated you. Like some people had He-Man, Superman,
Yeah, right,
like
yeah,
Dragon Ball, whatever
yeah,
those kind
yeah,
of things. And like when you mentioned your father, I was that was like clicked for me. It was like
yeah.
okay, so that's where you got the obviously you created your
For sure.
work
For
ethic
me,
and
when I
everything,
think
but
back, it was my dad was definitely a big influence on. I mean, we used to go out running together.
yeah,
Because I was gonna
Yeah.
cool.
I was gonna join the army when I left school, but I obviously never
Ah,
did.
okay.
We used to go out running together, and me and my dad actually used to train together. Many moons
Yeah.
ago, many years ago. Um, so yeah, he's been a big influence on my bodybuilding for sure. My dad used to buy me the Flex magazines. You
Yeah,
know,
nice.
I still
Yeah.
now to this day under my bed, I've got like hundreds of Flex magazines of,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the old bodybuilding covers and stuff. So
Mm.
yeah, he was definitely a big influence. And like I say, he was wearing the Gas and Better Bodies clothes like
Yeah.
way before I ever got in.
Cool.
I used to steal his jumper
Yeah.
and wear it. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, man.
So he was definitely an influence. And then obviously my dad has that discipline and them traits himself, so I've obviously inherited that for sure.
Yeah.
You know, he's very my dad's very like he likes things in certain places and stuff like that. He'll eat out of a certain bowl and use a certain spoon. So I've inherited that them traits anyway
Yeah.
myself.
It
Um
says a lot about about a person, but definitely like about us a man, as who we are as a man. If you
yeah,
have like
right.
those kind of traits, I believe,
Right. I
anyways.
believe,
Yeah.
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 Right.
That's
Um
cool. Is he
so yeah,
supportive of your bodybuilding
yeah,
too?
my family are very supportive, very.
Nice. Cool.
Um, they're very understanding about all aspects of what's involved in bodybuilding.
That's nice.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, it's funny enough, my mum. So when I turned pro in Ireland, I won the muscle contest Ireland show. Zach was actually there,
Yeah.
um, And I was
Yeah.
going to go on my own. I was just going to fly there on my own and do it on my own and whatever else. And my mum turned around to me and she said, "Do you know what? I might come with you." And I was like,
Cool.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
come with me.
Yeah.
So it was a really cool moment where I turned pro and my mum was there, and we
Cool.
celebrated after together. Um,
Yeah.
she's helped me out through, how it is, like, I've she's helped me out through my life through bodybuilding and stuff anyway. So it was a
That's
cool
cool.
moment to
Mm.
share with her. And there's a video of someone's filming me when like they announce my name, and all
Yeah.
you can hear is my mum just screaming, ah!
That's cool.
So
Nice.
yeah, they're coming to the British Grand Prix, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very fortunate to have that kind of support where they understand it. They don't understand fully all of it, but they
No.
understand it, right?
They understand it to the
Yeah.
point where they know it's like your burning desire
Yeah,
and they respect it and they
yeah,
can understand the why and the how.
yeah. I think there was probably a point maybe a couple of years ago where they were not worried but concerned in terms of like, what if because my dad's obviously military and quite thought out. He's like, you need a plan B.
Yeah.
So when I was doing telecoms, he was like, you're in a good job, like things are good.
Yeah. I
Um,
recognize that as well.
so but for to see me actually turn pro and be where I am now, I think they're quite, they're happy for me that I can say that that's happened. But equally, I'm sure they're excited to see me get to the next phase, wherever that may be.
Yeah. Of course.
Um, so
Yeah,
yeah,
because it's not everyone that has their. I mean, half of my family relatives, they're quite supportive now and they
yeah,
understand it. And I had a lot of them come to my show as well and to
yeah,
watch
that's
me
cool.
to compete. Yeah, it was sad that
Yeah,
I didn't get to do it fully. But anyways, I was gonna say the part of where we actually had someone like stronger, or you wanted to, for me it was just I wanted to get strong. I just wanted to
yeah,
be like in control. I think that was the ick for me. I just wanted to be strong and I wanted to be. I remember we were renovating our house before my parents split up when I was like 8 years old, and my
mm,
grandfather, he was like 2 heads taller than me and he was gigantic. This man was enormous to me when I was a kid.
yeah, yeah.
And I remember him like carrying these two times 2 meters like block
Oh
of
yeah.
like wooden, and he grabbed two of them in each hand and he
Oh
just
wow.
like walked away with it. I was like, wow, how the fuck did you get that strong? Like, and I remember that like all the way up to now when I'm 28 years old, like remembering that still.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
fascination with strength is definitely, like I say, watching World's Strongest Man and stuff is,
yeah,
yeah, I
exactly.
totally get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
it's you are right actually when you think about it that it's normally you're inspired by something.
yeah,
I know a lot of people turn to the gym for mental health stuff, but for me personally, it was more I just enjoyed it,
yep,
for sure. And I mean, talking about strength, I was 18 years old squatting 200 kilos.
that's
So
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, it
That's
was
crazy.
my at the time. I remember my dad saying to me like he wanted to get me into powerlifting because I was like naturally strong,
Yeah,
and we was going to get me into like, the Olympic lifting stuff, but I just wanted to do bodybuilding.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, that would. I always wonder what my life would have been like if I'd done a bit of Olympic lifting and then done bodybuilding. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah. Well, you
it's
probably would have. I think it's like if you're strong like you are, like you just said. I
yeah,
think it's just a matter of where your passion is. Like if it's bodybuilding or if it's
yeah,
powerlifting, strongman, you
yeah,
probably
yeah,
would have been an equal good
yeah.
strongman or
You go
powerlifter
up,
Yeah.
as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
Um, I think so at least.
yeah, yeah,
Sure,
for sure.
sure.
Um, but yeah, like I say, like he was definitely a heavy influence on the start of my journey. I'd say
Cool.
for sure.
That's cool.
Did you say yours was you just wanted to get strong from seeing your granddad or
I was actually quite fat growing up, and
okay.
I never did any sports whatsoever.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I couldn't do sports with other people. I'm way
yeah,
too I'm way too by myself, if that makes sense. Like I just want to be by myself.
yeah,
So
yeah,
when I just happened to long story short, my growing up was pretty harsh. And then one day I had a friend's mother. She told me, it's like, I'm working at a gym, Simon. Like, do you wanna like get by, and I can give you 3 hours in the sunbed if you want to get tan for the
Oh,
parties
cool.
in the
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like 16, 17. It's just like it's kind of cool to work out. And I was like, yeah, it is. I just went there, started to train. I lost 18 kilos, and
Wow.
I got abs for the first time. And yep,
That was it.
everything. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. Obsessed. I have to get
Yeah.
bigger. I have to keep going. And
Yeah.
I had my ups and downs. And then 2022 in September, I was just like, that's it. I'm doing bodybuilding. And I texted
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
coach, Yuval Felmach. I think you
Oh
know
yeah.
him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I texted him. I was like, how can you coach me? Like, can you coach me? Can you work for me? Can I work for you? And all that kind of stuff. And I actually I had a long time dream because I was helping people at the gym in Spain where I was
Mm.
training, helping them
Yeah.
get in shape and learn how to execute the workout and everything. And I told them like, I want to be a coach. Like I want to do this like full time when I get older. I want to learn from you. Is it
Mm.
possible that you can teach me like how you doing? I know you're pretty good at what you're doing and everything. And I remember like saying to my girlfriend at the time, was like, man, imagine like if I was able to work with him, like start a business with this guy. And we just did a week ago,
Oh,
2 weeks
awesome.
ago. We just
Yeah.
started like a
Oh,
redemption
awesome.
coaching, yeah, together with a couple of
Oh, I'm
friends of
happy
mine
for
as
you, mate.
well.
That's the stuff. See, that's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah,
It leads you
exactly.
somewhere. It will lead you
Yeah, it
somewhere.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
that's just the way it actually. My girlfriend at the time she left me because I started bodybuilding. She couldn't
Mate,
handle it. No,
yeah,
it's a funny story. It's funny.
I can yeah, like my ex-girlfriend was a pro and I mean I don't care anymore, but I wasn't pro and she basically said to me, you're never gonna make you're not gonna earn money from bodybuilding, so
Oh
Damn,
when
fuck.
are you gonna stop? When are you gonna, when are you gonna stop doing this and stuff? So
cold-blooded
um
bitch.
I probably shouldn't say that on here, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
And
I'll
that
Yeah.
go
was
ahead and say
like
it's for you.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that was so yeah, they're the stuff like, yeah, so I get it, it's hard,
yeah.
and
It's hard, but you win some, you lose some, and that's
yeah,
all
yeah,
aspects
and
of.
I was that's what I mean about like when I was gonna give up, and then I had this year of like boom.
Yeah,
So yeah,
uh-huh. Yeah. It's
yeah,
crazy.
crazy.
But I think like we say like I said a million times now in this podcast, it's the experiences, but also the people that you meet and everything you can take with them from them with you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah,
100%.
it's great.
This is why it's important to have them conversations and meet people and interact and put
Yeah.
yourself in scenarios and just and like you say, it's important to listen to people and take something from them. You
Yeah,
can learn something a little bit from
Yeah.
everyone.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I totally agree, mate. I totally agree.
Yeah, like I said, I had that dream like almost 3 years ago now. In 2 weeks, it's 3 years ago since I started bodybuilding, and since I told him like, I know I'm not there now, but I want to be there in like 2 to 5 years. I want to be able to work with you, and I want to learn how you do it. He always peaks his clients like perfectly,
Yeah,
if they're
mate.
big or
Yeah,
if they're bikini,
yeah,
whatever. And then one thing led to another. Now I got my first client competing next weekend as well. I've been coaching her now
yeah,
for a prep,
yeah.
and I'm going there. And he told me like when we spoke last time, you know, he's like, you do know that you're gonna help me with 12 other people that's competing,
That's
right?
cool.
It's kind of a big thing.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, it's amazing.
The another good coach I know of is Stefan in Sweden. The Swedish inventor.
Oh yeah, we inventor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
he coached you Anna at one point, did he
He
not?
did.
Yeah.
He did. I think it was
Um,
last year in September. It was a year
he
ago.
looked
Yeah, it was a
crazy.
year
Yeah.
ago. Yeah,
Yeah. Swedish inventor seems very very like kind of like methodical and good. So
oh,
yeah, yeah,
he's like this. We have a like a how do you say it in English? Me and Stefan has like a relationship where we like fuck around with each other. Like
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
I was in his old town, in his
yeah,
hometown, old gym training, and there's
yeah,
like a chair in the middle of the gym, and I sent the picture, I put it on Instagram. It's like, oh, Stefan was here, the old fucker. He just had
yeah,
to sit down between his
yeah,
sets and everything. So
yeah. He's a good
he's a
guy.
good yeah,
He's
yeah,
got a good heart, and yeah,
he
he's
does.
I only because I thought of Stefan because I know he coaches Antonio, but yeah, I know he coached Yuan at one point as well. So and
Yeah.
he gets it. Stefan gets his guys in shape. they're all
he
in
does.
shape.
Yeah.
He does. They're all in shape.
So
He's very methodical, like you said, and
very,
he's
yeah,
also he and Stefan Kinsel has one thing that in common. They're both autistic, so
right,
he's like
yeah.
yeah.
They
So
got that
it's
brain.
yeah,
Yeah,
you have that methodical mind. It's crazy. It's quite
yeah.
impressive when it comes to
Two plus
bodybuilding when
two
you
is
have that.
four.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like I was putting up like posting pictures when I was prepping, and Stefan could just write me like all of a sudden he's like, that post sucks, right?
Just
I
to the
was like,
point.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm open
Yeah.
It's
to it. Like, tell me how
But
can I do it
they're the
better?
good people to have in your corner because
Yeah, for sure,
they're not gonna
for sure.
sugarcoat shit and they're gonna
No,
tell you what's what.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
absolutely.
always honest.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
yeah, that's I think having them people in your life are very
yeah.
important. Honest
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just came to think about it when I was on Sunday, like the day after my competition. I was bummed out, but I was happy at the same time, and I just wanted to get some food and just be done with this because I got sick from chicken. So it was it
Oh,
was
fuck,
it was a
yeah.
couple of days where I was fucked. Anyways, I went to backstage and I ran into Stefan because I was gonna say goodbye to everybody before
Yeah.
driving home because I was sick. Didn't want to stay and watch the competition.
Yeah.
And I ran into him. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear what happened to you, man." It's like, "Yeah, it's all right." And we started to talk and blah blah blah. And he just says to me like out of nowhere, he's like, "Yeah, if you would have been carved up and you would have been full because you were hardest on stage, but you had been flat, but that would have been an awesome look. But you do know that you wouldn't have won anyways, right?" And he was just like
I
this. I was
love
like,
that shit.
yeah,
Yeah, tell me.
I know, but maybe I
Yeah.
could have been top three. It's like you could maybe have been top three, but you still wouldn't have won. So go back and keep working. It's like, yep,
No, I love that
yes,
shit.
sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. I'm back in the
No,
gym.
no, I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Sure.
Yeah, I must admit, if he likes a photo of mine, I know it's somewhat good.
Yeah.
Um,
He
because
doesn't like it if he
no, he
doesn't like
doesn't
it.
like. Yeah, yeah,
No,
right.
no. Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
funny. Okay.
I'm losing battery.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Andreas. Do you have any questions? We're running like kind of late, and also
Yeah.
he's on
Um,
prep,
I
so
I yeah, I can take one question before we say goodbye.
Okay, yeah.
There's like yeah. Uh, there was one question about what's your biggest fear in life?
Well, it goes back to what we are saying, not living the life that I want to live and going after. I don't want to sit back when I'm old and say, shit, I didn't go after what the fuck I wanted.
yeah,
My
Yeah,
biggest fear is not living out my full potential and
yeah,
not living out something that I something that I said that I wanted to go after. Um, and that my chosen path is bodybuilding, and my chosen path is to chase the dream of yeah, what I wanted
yeah,
to do every day. That is
yeah,
my biggest fear, to be honest.
yeah,
yeah,
I would, I would, I would die happy knowing that I went after something that I wanted to do.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. What about you? Not thought about it?
Simon,
Oh, you want me to go
what's your biggest
first?
fear? Yeah,
Biggest fear.
always you. You always first.
Oh shit. Well, my no, it's kind of cliche, but I have to agree with you.
Yeah,
It's definitely one of those things. I've always gone after things that other people around me haven't chased. Like I was talking about it with my girlfriend. We were out doing like a walking a mile before we came on the podcast,
yeah,
and we were discussing it because we were looking at all these beautiful houses. I'm living in like a countryside at the moment, and
yeah.
we're watching all these great houses. And I said like, do you know if I wasn't bodybuilding and we weren't living this dream, we could have bought a house, right?
Oh, I say that all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And she was like, yeah, but then again, what would we do? Like, we would have a house, but so what? That's it. I was
are
like,
Yeah,
you
no, I'm
really?
not. I'm not bummed out about it. I've just said like,
Yeah. Are you
yeah,
happy? Would you be
I'm
happy? Probably not.
no, exactly. Why?
Yeah,
Just an empty shell? Like, it
yeah.
would be nice to have a house and a garden and everything.
That's the thing,
But
right? Sorry, go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to
no,
cut
I
you off.
just wanted to end it and say if I still wasn't chasing and living my dream, it wouldn't matter if I was in a house or in a basement or
no,
whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
no,
That I couldn't agree more. And everyone has a different dream. Everyone has a dream of having a big house with materialistic things and whatever. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's your dream.
Absolutely.
But for me personally, my dream is just to live life on my terms and say,
Yeah,
and sit back and say,
Yeah.
I had a dream, I had a goal, and I made it happen.
exactly.
And like I say,
Exactly.
my fear is to not at least try, at least
Yeah.
damn well try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do my best
Yeah.
that I could. And
yeah,
yeah, I know my father, he actually supports me a lot now.
that's cool.
And he was never he was it's like this thing you're afraid of what you don't know, right? So he didn't know anything about bodybuilding. He didn't know
Yeah,
anything about the darker sides of bodybuilding and the positive things either. So I've been like educating him and helping him and teaching him, and he's also now living a much healthier life because of it.
that's cool.
And yeah, and so I asked him the other day because he just separated from his wife, and he's living like in a kind of hard place at the moment, and he's 54 years old. And I asked him because I said, like, at the moment, I'm living with one of my best friends in their basement because we're trying to
Yeah,
make ends meet before we get
yeah,
our new house and everything.
yeah, yeah,
And I told him like some days it just sucks, you know. Some days I just fuck. And he told me, he's like, Simon, I'm living at my work. I'm 54
yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
still chasing my
Mm.
dream. And he said I still couldn't be happier because
yeah,
I'm chasing my dream. My kids are healthy. I'm able to do all the things that I wanted to do all my life because now I have the time and I have the experience. So he's like, don't be bummed out about it. You can be bummed out about it for a minute or two, but just keep on doing
yeah.
it. So
And we've also got to realize, and this is from me to you, that, and I say this to myself, is this moment right now is not forever.
exactly.
This is just a
Well said.
segment of your story.
Yeah, well
You know,
said.
a year from now, you're going to be in a different place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Two years from now, you'll look back and be thankful for the moment that we're living in, and it taught us something. So, yeah, I totally
Yeah.
agree with your dad. And you know what, I have you know how you're feeling. I have them feeling like today. Today's a shit day,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
but without sounding too deep, like allow it, feel it. It is what it is. It's a day. Tomorrow's another day,
yeah,
and I can go back to enjoying the process again.
exactly, exactly.
I totally
Um,
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
But the 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 segment of this video is you don't know until you try.
exactly.
And
So fuck
enjoy the
off and try, would
process.
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the thing about it. Always have to
Absolutely.
try to keep harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we go off, I have something of a unserious question
Go
that
on.
I want to ask you. I got it
Yeah.
from one of the listeners,
Yeah.
and I know now you're not a sensitive guy, so I'm going to ask you.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
So the question is, would you rather shit yourself a little bit every time you laugh, or would you rather get an erection every time you get nervous?
I'd rather. No, because do I get nervous a lot? Not really. But I'd rather shit myself a little bit. No one will see that.
No. They just smell it. They just smell
But
it
then we're
anyways.
laughing now, and that means I've just shat myself a few times. Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. But then at the same time, like at the beginning of the podcast, if you were a bit nervous, we all know you'd be sitting there with a boner. Like that
Yeah,
would be
or I could
pretty
just
pretty
tuck it
awkward
into
as
my
well.
waist. I'll tuck it into my waist belt and hide it.
You could do that, but that would be painful. Like
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
gonna
get
go for shit my
nervous.
pants a little bit, please.
Yeah. Okay.
What would you
Yeah.
go for?
Oh fuck. Yeah. I think uh I think having a sensitive stomach, I think I'm gonna go
You go for the boner.
with the
Yeah,
erection part,
yeah,
yeah. Because I know that shit would be painful for me and everybody
Just,
around it. So
just don't be laughing outside any schools or anything like that or in parks.
I'll be out there just like having something
Yeah, yeah,
sticking
yeah.
right out of my
The
fucking
crazy
pants.
man's outside again.
Yes, to say goodbye to wearing joggers outside. Just have to be like big ass jeans tucked
Uh,
to your waist
that's
and
funny.
yeah, yeah,
Good question. Good question, whoever that was.
yeah. And for the last one of these unserious question, I always ask this question to
Go.
everybody that's on the podcast. If you, Carlos, if you were gay for one day,
Yeah.
who's a man that you have to sleep with? If you have to sleep with someone and you're gay for one day,
Well, like, I'm trying to think of a celebrity.
and you do that automatically, don't you?
Huh?
Usually, I always get like the first man that pops into your head.
For some reason, I thought 007.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Which
Because
one of them
yeah.
though?
yeah, because when I was younger, like I used to love the Bond films, and I loved how he
Yeah,
was like quite suave, and he got the women, and he was
the
all sort of
masculinity. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So maybe
Uh,
it'd be like a James Bond.
but which one though?
Yeah.
Which one of the Bonds? There's a lot of them.
Well, the thing is, when I was growing up, it was Pierce Brosnan.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good one. That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
one.
But then
He's a
also
handsome
David
chap.
Beckham pops in my mind. You know, he's a handsome guy.
He's a handsome guy. He's a handsome guy. It's too
Yeah,
short for
yeah.
me though. It's too short for me. No,
Whoa,
just
what's wrong
kidding.
with short guys? Whoa, whoa.
He's just fucking around. No,
Yeah.
it's funny because the last
I should have said someone like really like, oh, Zach, just to make him
yeah.
feel awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're being a bit nervous around him. You get
Yeah,
boner each
yeah,
time, and yeah, no.
yeah.
No, it's funny because the last three people I think that we had on the podcast were asked this question, and obviously English is not my first, it's not my first
Yeah,
language. So in Sweden I was like a bit quicker, and I was like, you have to answer real quick, like now, just first
yeah.
name pops into your head, and we've all said, including me, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that's the go-to quite a lot.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, from Troy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, that is a good one. Troy
that's
is a
a
good
good
one.
look. That's a
Yeah.
good looking fella.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
That's amazing.
what's the guy out of that 300?
Oh yeah, yeah, the ball, yeah,
This
the
is Sparta.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
What's this? The Leonidas. Yeah, what's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah,
What's
yeah. You
the
know who I
character?
mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what you mean. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
looking man as well. But I
Yeah.
feel for some reason he'd be really selfish. Like,
Definitely.
yeah, I feel I just have that intuition. Like,
Yeah,
he's a
definitely.
selfish guy. I don't think you want to cuddle afterwards. I like to cuddle.
You just go around. Amazing.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
good. This is a good chat, guys. I've
Yeah, it
enjoyed.
was. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Are you going to
Thank
be
you
at the
very much.
show or? Oh, you
I
are. You
am.
are. Yeah. Sorry, you are.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I am. I'm
I'm sure.
driving up. It's a 7 hour drive, so we're
Ooh,
driving up next Friday, early in the morning. Me and my girl, we're gonna rent a car here. We're gonna drive,
nice.
so we're gonna be there all weekend. Yeah,
I'll make sure I say hello.
yeah, for sure. I hope so. I hope so. Okay,
Um.
Carlos, I
Yes.
really appreciate you taking the time, being a couple of
Yeah.
weeks
Yeah.
late out, and yeah, fucking
Thank you
around
so
and
much for
whatnot.
being here.
Yeah,
Yeah. I appreciate
really
you
appreciate it.
asking me to be part of it. Yeah, much appreciated. We've had a good chat,
For
and
sure, for sure.
I'm ready to take
Yeah.
on the rest of the evening and enjoy the process. And
Yeah,
you
for
don't know
sure.
until you try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the key word for tonight. That's the key word for tonight,
Yeah, yeah.
for sure. All right, brothers. Thank you very much, guys.
Take care,
See you
man.
next time, Andreas.
Bye, bye,
Take
bye.
care. See you later.
Take
Ciao.
care. Take care.
Ciao.